Okay, and we are live and on location in 6 different locations.
Twitch is receiving his content.
So yeah, welcome on in, everybody. I'm just sharing on all the social medias that we are live. And while I'm doing that, why don't you all tell me how you're doing today?
Super great. There we go.
I mean, I'm breathing.
Breathing is good.
Yeah.
I'm living.
Breathing.
I cleaned somewhat and stabbed myself, so there's that.
Oh yeah.
But I bought 2 short print shirts.
Hey, Den, thank you for that resub.
When is mine up? I need to check mine.
I mean, technically, when the resub notification is and when you actually pay for the resub is different. Like for Den, I think it's technically in like 2 days when you actually
Something like that.
pay for the resub. I keep track of it just because I have to for the sub request stuff. But yeah. Welcome on in, Symphonic. Okay. So yeah, so we are live. I think, wait, did I share it on Facebook that we're live? Oh, no. Okay, there we go. Now share it on Facebook.
I like that the alerts pop up over my face. If that could happen more often, that'd be great.
He'll be moving his alerts every week.
Keep them right here. Be good.
I mean, you're the one that's just gets placed there. We never did figure out like why because the order is always the same. Thus, you know, why I didn't have to move any of the names around. We never did figure out what determines it though.
Yeah, and it's so different for me on mine because Joey's in the same spot. Me, Jose's where I am. You're where Kilo is. Cherry's in the same spot. And then it's Kilo and me. That's so weird.
And like on each of our own, we are in the bottom, right. Yeah, that we figured out.
Discord's such a weird thing.
But yeah. So, anyway, previously on the Star Wars RPG, you were all exploring. You were all exploring on the planet Sel Sejev, and realized that Darth Solus was possibly on the planet. Found an ancient underground research outpost where you suspect he might be hiding. Went down there, explored a bit, opened a door, had a bright flashing light, and that was where we left off.
Blinded by the light.
Not sure why I'm seeing light. It should just be all dark for me.
Are you blind?
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
So, we are going to start off with...
That looks like a Cheeto-covered cheese stick.
It looks like a. It looks like something you would get in a pot pie, but wrapped in
Cheetos.
a cheese.
Crushed Cheetos on the outside. Sorry, that was...
I would totally eat that.
I would, too.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah. We're going to start off with Khaljov waking up in a very familiar place that he hasn't seen in a while. It's...
Is he hanging
cave?
upside down in a cave?
No.
Is he on his ship?
Yes, he's in his bed on his ship.
What?
Oh.
This is a dream,
Okay.
confirmed.
I'm gonna stand up.
Okay.
Look around.
Stand up, you look around, you're in your room, you know, all your stuff is in there, all your standard stuff or whatever.
The spices.
Alleged spices.
Well, no,
they weren't in my room.
the stuff that he keeps in his room or whatever, like spices, alleged spices, would be in smuggling compartments.
Yeah, they're underneath the walk. I mean, they were, you know, supposedly underneath walkways, but yeah. Anyway,
Before we go on, to anybody in chat, is audio at good levels? Let me know if they're not, and I can change stuff. But yeah, okay.
Test. All right.
is my blaster and stuff on me? Like
Yep.
my weapons, they're all.
Yep.
Okay. Going to walk to the door.
Okay. You open the door. You see an R2 astromech droid that you don't recognize going down the corridor right outside your room.
Okay. I'm gonna wave it down. Like, hey, what are you doing on my ship?
It ignores you and just keeps going.
I'm gonna shoot. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm gonna walk to the bridge thing.
The cockpit.
Sorry, cockpit. Yeah.
Your ship isn't
Ship's
that
a little
big.
too small for a bridge.
Yeah. Okay. You go there, and you see when you get there that you are flying through hyperspace.
There's nobody in the.
There's
nobody
there.
Nothing at all.
No.
Can I check the computer to see if there are any ship logs?
Yeah, you can check the computer. The most recent ship log is the most recent one you made before leaving your ship.
What?
What?
Time travel.
Can I see where the ship is heading from the astrogation computer?
Looking at the astrogation data, you are heading towards Corellia.
Okay. All right. I'm just going to start searching the ship. I want to figure out who the heck is flying my.
Okay. You go and start searching. Roll me a search.
Oh yeah, I got this.
67.
So confident. I didn't die.
Wow.
Wow.
Better than I
Day's
thought
not
I
over.
would.
14. Okay, you go wandering around. You find the R2 unit again, which is fixing some wall panel that you had remember damaging when you were just like throwing a ball around and accidentally damaged it, and we're like, whatever, I'll deal with it later. And the R2 is just fixing that right now.
Can I knock on the RT unit? See if it'll respond to me.
Hello?
You knock on the R2 unit, and it when you do that, it turns to face you, and zaps you with a small electric arc welder. Set very low, but it just kind of zaps you.
Oh, damn. I was really hoping that to roll for strength to stay alive.
No.
It's a ridiculous taser. I'm just like on the floor, just shaking.
It just kind of makes you jump or whatever, and
yeah. Okay.
And then it goes back to what it was doing.
Okay.
This R2 unit wants none of your shit.
Yeah. All right. I'm just gonna ignore the RT unit and keep searching through. So obviously there was nobody in my room, so I'll just start searching the other compartments. I'm gonna casually lift up one of the smuggler. See if there's anything that was stashed there by somebody other than me, of course.
You lift it up, and you do see some alleged spices.
Oh, oh,
I mean, I will definitely turn these into the proper authorities once I reach civilization again.
Just the plan all along.
Okay, I'm going to go. Do I have like a? I'm going to go to the cargo bay.
Okay.
And
You go to the cargo bay.
anybody there?
No, no one's there.
This is freaky.
Okay, this is really spooky.
Could be worse.
I'll-
Could be hanging upside down.
That's true.
It's
You
true.
could.
Urinating. Yeah.
Could be worse.
I'm just gonna, just shout out, hello.
It echoes. Hello, hello, hello,
Hello, hello.
Did I by chance see how much time was left on the jump in hyperspace?
It looked like it was about another 3 days.
Oof.
Okay.
Big oof.
I guess I'll just I'll keep looking around. I'm not sure how many other. Is there anybody on the ship besides me and the RT?
Not as far as you can tell.
Okay. I'm gonna head back to the cockpit and I'm going to send a I'll send a message to General Spacewalker, or at least that area, the command facility there.
Can't do that while in hyperspace.
Oh, okay. Can I try?
You
All right,
try and nothing happens.
Can I pull myself out of hyperspace? I can drop hyperspace, right?
You can drop out of hyperspace early. As a experienced smuggler and pilot, you do know that dropping out early means you'll have no idea where you are, and you know. So, like, it could be fine. It could be disastrous. You don't know.
Could I just, end up in the middle of a sun?
You could. The chance of that happening is incredibly low because space is very big and very empty. But the thing is, when you drop out, you have to do all new calculations to get anywhere and such. So.
Well, I don't want to go there. All right.
Well, while you puzzle this out, we're going to cut away from you. And we are going to cut over to...
To the Ewok.
Well, we're actually cutting over to Zoey, who wakes up in a place she doesn't recognize. It's a small bed, even too small for her, and it seems, and she seems to be in what kind of looks like a hut of some sort, made out of wood. There's some light streaming in from outside.
Why can't this be me?
I mean, I guess I'll get up and look around.
Okay, you look around. There is like a window or whatever. If you look outside, you'll notice you are in a tree house. In like basically a village of tree houses.
Okay.
And you hear some yelling nearby in what you do recognize as the language that Chaka speaks.
Okay. I guess I'll exit my hut.
Okay. You exit the hut. There's like a bridge leading across to another tree where there's kind of an open area, but like on a platform that's been built there. And you do see Chaka, and he seems to be arguing with some others of his species.
But I can't understand it.
You cannot. You can try rolling languages.
Oh, that'll go well. I'll try.
You're gonna insult their mothers.
I'm not trying to speak, I'm trying to understand.
But why not? Try it.
It sounds like they're insulting your mother.
Remember, everybody respects a gun.
Definitely looks like they're insulting your mother.
3.
I don't know. They're
It's-
insulting Waluigi.
It's gibberish to you.
Yeah.
So yeah. Although as you're kind of approaching, they do stop and look over at you, and Chaka waves at you.
I love him.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
he comes over and starts talking to you, but you don't understand what he's saying. And he kind of like is like, kind of thinks for a moment, and he like points up at the sky, and like points at you and him, and up at the sky again, and then goes. So he's like and then points down at the ground, or well, not the ground, the platform you're standing on.
He wants you to do jumping jacks. I speak Ewok fluently, so don't.
What he does is he motions for you to follow him, and
Okay,
then
I'll follow him.
and you see some of the other Ewoks kind of following the two of you as well, but at a distance, and they're definitely eyeing you, both you and Chaka, kind of suspiciously.
Single file?
No.
Oh, okay.
So he leads you to like a somewhere with kind of like a mound of dirt kind of thing. He takes like a stick and starts kind of drawing in it, and basically he's he draws kind of a stick figure that you think represents him, or kind of has like the ears and it's kind of fuzzy or whatever, and then he like and then he draws what looks like a crude starship next to him, and then does like an arrow pointing from him to the ship, and then he's like, or then he is drawing kind of that the kind of motion lines from the ship, and then draws the ship. He wipes it away, and then draws this ship amongst much smaller trees, and then because like the trees here are like very tall or whatever, but he draws the ship landing amongst much smaller trees, and then draws stick figures that are like taller than him, so kind of like human size compared to him and such.
Okay.
And then
I've seen this on Pictionary once. Hold on.
I was gonna say he's a terrible charades player.
Yeah, and then kind of is drawing like from there, he draws himself and 3 others in cages, and
I know where that's from.
yeah, and yeah, and then he kind of looks at you like,
Yes, yes.
Oh, he's doing like a timeline.
what?
Like a timeline.
Then he's like, and then points at you and him and here, and he's like,
Yeah.
Same.
I
Same.
agree.
okay. Next, we're going to cut to
Roll a dice.
Sure. Let's roll a dice to see who we cut to next.
Ooh, put like just
1, 2.
like
Okay. We cut to Mira, who
Is
In a
not
back
with
tank.
Ewoks, fine.
no is not with Ewoks. Is
you stuck to a wall.
no is actually in a very familiar place back home where you were trained, and in
Oh.
fact, at the moment, you are holding a training lightsaber, and you see right across from you in the training area is Leslie, who's also holding a training lightsaber, and who has a very confused look on her face, much as
Same.
you probably do as well.
Yes, very much so. Is anybody else there training?
No.
Well, that's awkward. All right. Okay, I'm also very confused. I'm gonna turn to. How did we end up here?
We were on the other planet, and then there was a flash of light.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I remember that, but
That's the last thing I remember.
so are we still in our same gear and garb and everything?
Yes, you are still wearing the clothes and with the equipment that you had before. Just now, you also have a training lightsaber.
Right, okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
So she has a regular lightsaber as well?
Yes.
So, the training one will be more useful, but anyway.
I agree.
A training lightsaber basically will, upon contact with somebody, will basically administer, like, kind of a slight shock or whatever. It won't do any damage.
So it's like what Jose got hit with. Got it.
I was gonna say that's probably like really is a flashlight. It's like
All right. Well, we should probably figure out why we're here or get back to where we need to be. We don't hear anybody else, see anybody else, nothing.
No.
Oh, son of a gun. All right. Well, then we need to get out of here and contact people.
Yeah, should I guess just go to the town nearby?
Absolutely. I'm familiar with it, obviously. So
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
They're not quite familiar with how we got back here,
right.
but
do they have a speeder?
no.
No. We didn't
Okay.
really. When we were traveling to and from the training place, you were like trying to be inconspicuous,
I would have drove a speeder.
Jeez.
Just saying.
Anyway, so yeah, let's go back to the town and see what's going on. Like what day it is. That'd be a good start.
It's actually a week into the future.
I hate it.
So you head back to the town. I can't remember if we stated before how long of a walk it was.
I don't recall. That was a long time ago.
But so while you're walking there, we will cut to who do we have left? 2 people left.
Joey and Theo.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Yoweee or
Jacen.
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 Jason and Theo.
Joey, Yoweee, Jacen, one of those. You know.
I've been through so many characters already.
One
I
of
just
those
don't know who he
monikers.
is anymore.
There we go. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over to Jacen, who is
Dead.
who is just
R.I.P.
who is just waking up and coming out of a bacta tank. Home sweet home.
So a familiar place also.
He's decorated it already.
Yeah, I got some posters on the side.
You don't recognize the place where this bacta tank is, though, as you're coming out. So it is a bacta tank, which is familiar, but not in like, but it's not a specific bacta tank you're familiar with, and you are familiar with a lot of bacta tanks.
Hey, that's a new tank I can add to my list.
So
Another notch on the bedpost.
and you get out, and like the bacta tank
Oh.
is in a relatively small room. There's a single door from it, and you see Colin by the door, kind of like he's kind of like opened it just a little bit and is kind of glancing outside.
Do I have clothes on?
Yes, but they are soaking wet.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna assume that's from the back of the tank. Just saying.
I love that you were the
Yes.
first person to ask that, though.
Well, I asked if I still had
No-
on my garb.
Nobody else cares.
I just wanted my gun. I don't care about anything else. I'll walk around with a holster and that's it.
What? Never mind. Nope. Not gonna do it. Not doing it.
I mean, his third gun definitely needs a holster.
Oh my god.
Hi, dog.
Hey, Doge. Are you the one causing all the trouble with the laptop?
She is.
I guess I ask him or he can see anything. Assuming he's already aware of my presence at this point.
Yeah. I see like a hallway. I don't recognize it though. Wait, this is the wrong voice for him.
I don't recognize it though.
No. No.
That's it.
I mean, I'm not so good at different voice, but I more just mean like how he's talking.
His tone.
Yeah.
Not anything, yo.
Looks like it's high noon though. This is why we play Star Wars.
I don't really
together.
I don't recognize where we are. I haven't been here before. Have you?
Well, I mean, I can't see anything, so.
You don't recognize this room at the very least.
In the Bacta tank, which is odd for you because you recognize all the Bacta tank.
Yeah, I've been in all the back to tanks, but I didn't recognize this one. Well, I just go crazy and I open the door and just walk outside. Let's
Dripping
go for
all
the
over the
biscuit.
floor.
Yeah. You walk out into a hallway. It's I mean, it's a fairly simple hallway, so you can't say for certain you've never been in it before, but you don't specifically recognize it. It's not from any of the rebel bases you've been on. You know that.
Well, I start questioning since like the last thing we see is a flash. Like, Sierra Colin knows anything about that?
Yeah, that's the last thing I remember as well. Could this be like Darth Solus teleporting us somewhere again?
Yeah, I forgot about that.
But where did he teleport us and why?
Because I was gonna say it seems more like some sort of a weird dream. But
Oh, well, if it's a dream, he reaches over and pinches you. Did that hurt? Or did you feel that? You
That's a
you
no.
feel it as a normal pinch.
Do a strength check.
I got taser. Don't worry, it's not a dream. Unless I'm a really heavy sleeper, then.
Oh,
Okay. I suggest that we explore.
Okay, sure. So you walk down the hallway, and like the door was at like the end of a hallway, so like it's so you're just walking down from straight out down the hallway, and you're not really seeing any more doors, and you can't even tell how far this hallway stretches ahead of you. You're not sure if it's because it's just that long, or if there's some kind of optical illusion at play.
Do I see any doors at all?
Just the one you came out of, behind you.
Okay, I'm feeling sprinty. I'm gonna go for a sprint just to see how long this.
Okay, you just go into a sprint, and then Cole's like, what? Oh, quickly runs off, sprints off after you or whatever. And you're sprinting, and you're sprinting, and you're going, and you're going, and still not seeing an end, still not seeing any more doors.
So I
What's
look
behind
backwards.
you?
Has that behind me? Has that changed at all?
You look behind you, and you know how in Super Mario 64 there's that one staircase that you can go up and up and up and up, and then you turn around, and you're still just a few steps up?
Wait, 64, right?
64, yes.
Yeah, okay, I know which one. Then.
Yeah, the door's like still right behind you.
That analogy, though. A+.
That's
Okay,
good.
I turn around and start backwards jump.
Backwards long jump. Roll me a climbing / jumping.
Wait, how the hell would I do that though? Oh wait, never mind. Here comes the perfect roll.
Wow. Wow.
Close enough. I
You,
somehow end out of bounds.
you do a fairly impressive jump for jumping backwards, but it doesn't glitch reality.
Nice
I
try.
tried.
Yeah.
Maybe next time.
So then we're going to go over. We're going to cut to our final player, Theo, who finds himself in the casino that the rebel base he was working at was under, and he has dice in his hands that he's just rolling. As
I
he
just,
kind
like,
of
woke up at a
you
table.
just kind of woke up rolling dice, and Plakar is there and is like, "How do we get back here?"
Oh, car.
Am I wearing clothes?
Yes,
Okay.
you are
Making sure.
wearing the clothes you were wearing. So as long as you weren't like naked at the end of last session, you're wearing clothes now.
Well, okay.
I mean,
All right. I just kind of like stop for a second and look around my surroundings, kind of observing what's there.
You look around the casino. There's, a lot of people playing. There, you see various employees, but here's the weird thing: you don't recognize any of the employees. You don't recognize any of the customers either, but that's a bit less weird. But because you come through the casino a lot of times, going to and from the base. So you don't recognize everybody that works here, but you recognize some of the people. And right now you don't. But right now you don't recognize anyone you can see, other than Tlakar, who you just recently met and who is just as confused as you.
Right. Okay, I look over at him and
Them.
say,
Them.
Excuse me, them.
Yeah.
What's the last thing you remember?
We opened that door, and then there was a blinding light, and then I was here.
So weird. We had to have come in somehow.
Yeah. I
Mhm.
mean, Darth Solus can teleport people.
So I've heard.
Why he would teleport us back here, and why nobody seems to, like, notice that we just suddenly appeared here.
Well, that's the thing. If we just suddenly appeared here, you would think that people would have, reacted to that.
Yeah.
But everyone's just going about their business. I'm going to go see if I can track down Harkin and see if he has any footage of us entering into the casino. Maybe you should look around a little bit while I do that.
Okay. So you go over to the turbolift to go up to Harkon's office and get into the elevator. You press for floor. Did I say which floor security office was on?
I don't remember.
Well, you press whatever floor it is, and the turbolift starts going up, and then suddenly stops.
What the hell? Is there like a call button on the turbo lift?
Yep.
Okay, so I push that.
You're just hearing static.
Is there power still in the turbo lift?
Yeah, the lights are still on.
The lights are on.
Like the screen with all the buttons is still lit up with, because it's a touch screen or whatever. So.
Okay, I push the floor button again.
Nothing happens.
Door open button.
The door opens and you see the side of the turbolift shaft because you're
So
between floors.
That's not ideal.
Big oof.
Big oof.
You had a lightsaber, you could probably cut through that.
I've got a heavy blaster and a bunch of pistols.
Go for it.
Do it or no balls.
Is there a roof access for the elevator?
There is.
The turbo lift, pardon me?
Yeah.
Can I open it from the inside?
Make me a lifting check.
Okay.
15. Yeah, you get it open.
Okay, so I open it and just kind of look up into the shaft of the turbo lift before making any decisions. I don't want this thing to suddenly, continue going up when I'm still on top of the damn thing.
Okay, you look up. Looks like a normal turbolift shaft.
Okay, all right, so I guess I climb up on top of it.
Okay, make me a climbing / jumping check.
Oof.
Yeah, you kind of struggle your way up there, get on top of it, and yeah.
All right, can I see the door for the floor above me from standing on top of the turbo lift?
Yes. The door is actually pretty much level with you standing on top of the turbo lift, so.
Oh, perfect. Okay. All right. I will try and jimmy the door open.
Okay. Make me a strength check. 14. can't get it to budge.
Is the top of the shaft, like, I assume the top of the shaft is enclosed, right?
Yes.
So if I can't get this door open, it's likely that I won't be able to get any of the other doors open. Blowing a hole in it's probably not a great idea.
Don't mind me and Jose over here laughing our asses off because we're really fucking immature. The top of the shaft. We're both
The
going
top of the shaft.
blowing a hole in it.
Is it open on top?
Is there enough room on the side for me to climb down, like around the lift and then down to the bottom floor? I'm gonna get myself killed.
It'll be a tight squeeze, but you think you might be able to do it?
What floor was I on? Do I know that?
You are... The door in front of you is to the, Actually, no, you wouldn't know, because you're not quite sure how... No, you're not quite sure what floor.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't want to risk climbing down then and having the thing come down on top of me. All right. It's blaster time. I'm going to regret this. I pull out my heavy blaster and shoot the door in front of me.
Okay. I'm not going to make you roll for hitting it because, like, it's a door right in front of you. But roll for damage.
Okay.
You would make him roll for that, though.
I might not hit it.
Sorry, which one is damage under?
What kind of blaster do you say? Heavy blaster pistol?
Heavy.
Or
Heavy blaster. Oh, I guess probably heavy weapons then, right?
Damage is
Damage is
set.
separate. Yeah, it's not on the
Yeah.
chart.
Rifles, it's 5D. Blasters should be like, what, 4D? Right?
don't you mean... Oh, wait, let me check your weapons here. Oh, does it just say heavy blaster?
Mm-hmm.
So it could be whatever you want.
Because I would refer to a heavy blaster pistol. Because there isn't anything that's just called a heavy blaster. There's a heavy blaster pistol.
Yeah, it's a heavy blaster pistol. That's what I have.
And a heavy repeat blaster. And you do not have a heavy repeat blaster on you.
Don't even know what that means.
Those are
I
like...
assume it's like a Gatling gun.
Those are the ones that, like, you have set up and, you know, those aren't the ones that you carry with you.
So yeah, a Gatling gun.
Gatling gun.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, so yeah, you have a heavy blaster pistol.
So just
damage.
blaster then?
Well, heavy blaster pistol, the damage is 5D.
Okay.
So it has the same damage as a blaster rifle, but far less range. Okay,
But since you're right up against
Yeah.
it.
17. Yeah, so you make a hole in the door that you think you can squeeze through.
Okay. All right. Let's try to squeeze through it.
I want you to make me a... Let's go with a dexterity roll.
Please turn the turbo lift back on.
15. Kind of start squeezing your way through. You're about halfway through, so you, like, your waist right now is where it is. When all of a sudden you do hear a sound.
Oh no.
God.
Oh no.
I knew this wasn't going to end well.
Roll me a strength check.
Oof.
Oh no.
Oof.
Joey's last character did not survive the
18. So yeah, as soon as you hear this, you just like start just like pushing your way through as hard as you can, and you manage to get out just as you hear the turbo lift go whirring back up behind you.
Woo!
Okay. Didn't lose my legs. All right. I look up and try to figure out where I am.
This is where you're now really confused, because like, you know the basic layout of the casino and such, and where stuff is, and you don't think you're in it anymore.
Okay. I stand up and look around the room.
See, the thing is, like, this is a hallway, and there are like doors lining the walls. Because like this does look like kind of similar to like the hallway to like where the hotel rooms above the casino would be and such. But
Okay.
the decor is what's all off. It isn't like, carpet and, nice furnishings. It's a very Spartan, like, metal walls, and like looks kind of like what you would see on like a starship and such.
Okay. I start walking through the hall.
Okay. You can do anything as you're walking, or just keep walking?
I'm looking at doors as I'm passing them for any indicator of what the rooms are around me or where I might be.
The doors don't have any kind of like numbers or letters or anything like that on them. They're just plain doors.
All right. After passing, let's say 3 doors, I stop and I just knock on one.
Okay. You go. You knock on it, and it immediately slides open, showing you a small room, set of bunk beds. Looks like a small like bathroom attached. A small closet.
Is there a window?
There is no window.
Okay, I'm gonna search the closet.
Okay. You find some Imperial Navy uniforms, but slightly out of date. Like, you'd say
That's not good.
they're probably like circa about 5 years or so ago.
Okay. Let's check. Is there like a desk or anything in the room?
There is no desk, no.
Okay. I look in the bathroom real quick just to see if there's anything or anyone in there.
Are they using single ply or double ply?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what I really want to know.
Is it over or under? That's the important part.
It's over, of course. Like, they're not monsters.
Thank you. Just making sure.
But yeah, there's no one in there.
Okay, this is so weird. All right, I leave the room and continue back down the hallway, but more cautiously than before, and with my hand on the blaster in my holster, because now I assume that I'm, for some reason, in some Imperial base or something, and I don't know what to expect.
Okay.
Can I see an end to this hallway?
You do see an end, yes. Looks like there is actually another turbolift door at the end of the hallway. Yeah.
All right, let's go to the end of the hallway and push the call button for the turbo lift.
Okay, you bring the turbolift to you. The doors slide open. Turbolift's there.
All right, I reluctantly get in.
You get in.
What are the buttons that I see?
The buttons are actually, well, there are buttons, but there's symbols on them that you don't recognize.
I don't like that.
Yeah. Seems unpleasant. Still like it.
All of them.
At
All
once.
right, I push the bottommost button.
The bottommost. Well, there's like a row, so on the bottom there would be 5 buttons on the bottom.
Okay, bottommost left.
Bottommost left. Okay. The door slides closed and the turbolift starts moving. And we're gonna cut away.
Oh, wowie. All right.
So we can
Okay.
have enough time to think, I hope.
That was intense.
We're gonna cut back to Khaljov. Wait, did I just realized the order I went with people, even though I didn't have a plan, because I started with Khaljov, then Zoey, right? Then Mira, Jacen, Theo. So it's kind of going around as it is on stream.
That's really funny.
So yeah, we're gonna go back to Khaljov.
Just say you planned it that way.
Yeah.
But remember, at the one point,
200
the one point I even rolled a die to decide who to go to next.
Right,
It was
right.
meant to be.
It was.
So we're going back to Khaljov, who's been exploring his ship to no avail.
I've been trying to talk to the RT unit for like half an hour now.
What have you
It
been?
just keeps shocking you.
What
I've
have
just
you?
been telling him my.
He's
I've
into
just been
that
telling
though.
him my story. I've been like just like going over the timeline and all that, just talking to the RT unit. Like,
Telling him your life story.
yeah,
Um,
and like, yeah. Next thing I knew, like we were trying to open this big door, and all of a sudden there was a bright light, and then I was just here with you on my ship, and you're just ignoring me.
the droid, the R2 unit finishes fixing up the panel it was working on, and then it turns to you. Beep boop bop.
Perfect.
Boop boop beep pop.
Shocks you again.
How dare you insult my mother?
If you want, you can try rolling a languages to see if you can understand.
Oh, I got this.
Oh God.
It's gonna be a 2.
I don't even know what his language is off the top of my head.
It's not good.
It's
Not
better
a
than mine,
eight.
actually.
Okay.
Is it really?
Mine is just 2D. Yeah. All of my knowledge.
Oh.
I'm very dumb.
My knowledge is 3D plus.
You're not
2.
dumb. You're just sheltered. Okay.
It's true.
So, if you want, you can also make me a knowledge, technology.
Yeah.
Okay, that's gonna be just as good.
Okay.
Look at that. Look at that.
So,
Moving.
while, yes, you were completely unable to understand the R2 unit, you do all of a sudden realize that if you have the R2 unit interface with a ship, you could just, like, you know, it could talk to you in text on a computer screen.
Oh yeah, because I'm savvy. Like, well, I'm just gonna say I've never owned an RT unit before, so I have no idea what their general usages are. But
But
I am going to do that.
yeah, so you tell the R2 unit, if you could interface with the ship, and
I can
so
understand you.
the R2 unit, moves over to where there's like an interface port, and connects to the ship and computer screen, and it's just like, and then text that appears on the screen is, you are welcome for fixing the damage to your ship.
Little sassy bitch.
Is this R2 unit named Denieta?
No,
I know, right?
Damn it.
No, it's more personable.
and then it says, for fixing the damage, you owe me 500 credits.
You owe everyone everything.
And then I'll just type back, sure, no problem. What are you doing on my ship anyway?
I was hired to fix the damage. I fixed the damage.
Who hired you?
You.
How drunk was I?
This is your ship, is it not?
Getting into those spices.
Alleged spices.
Excuse me, alleged spices.
I'm gonna
legit
reply
spice.
like, yeah, I did hire you. I forgot. Question mark. And then I'm going to say, where did we come from?
Where did
Where was our original? Yeah. Yep.
You're doing
I'm
it.
confused. Yeah.
So what exactly did you say? So where do we come from?
What system did I hire him from?
Okay.
Or it? Well, planet really, but yeah.
I was on the planet Malkar.
Malkar.
You don't recognize the name off the top of your head.
Okay. I'm gonna ask him what is the Star Trek? What's the star date? I'm not sure how you say it in Star Wars vocabulary.
So yeah, you ask him what the date is, and
Okay.
yeah,
yeah, exactly.
and he puts the date on the screen, which is the date you remember it being from, like, or that's the date that it should be, like, based on, like, this is the date that when you saw the bright light, so at the end of last session, same date.
This is so confusing. I'm gonna ask him if this is tough. I really want to drop out of hyperspace now.
Are you going to?
Well, not anymore.
No, the role isn't related to whether or not you want it, or isn't related to whether or not you're going to try dropping out of hyperspace. Then I wouldn't have made
I'm just gonna drop out of hyperspace.
You're gonna get zapped
because
again.
then I wouldn't have made the roll until after you made the decision. So
yeah, I'm just dropping out.
Okay, so you go up to the cockpit.
YOLO.
But actually, the choice to drop out of hyperspace is taken out of your hands, because as you get to the cockpit, before you even sit down, the ship drops out on its own.
Oh, there we go.
And you look out the front viewport, and you actually see
17 stormtroopers.
All just floating.
You see 10 Star Destroyers.
Close, really close.
Rip.
I'm gonna shoot
Rip.
the first one that's closest to me.
Okay.
I'm just playing.
Roll your starship shooting skill.
Do they have one of those stupid ships with them? Is that why I dropped it?
No, you just see normal Imperial Star Destroyers.
No big
Just
deal.
in the middle of space, basically? There's not like a planet around.
There's no planet that you can see. If you look at sensors, you're not near. You're not in a star system. Not near any planetary or other celestial bodies.
Okay. I want to get the hell out of here. Can I jump back into hyperspace?
You find that the piloting computer has stopped working.
Oof.
Big oof.
I'm going to type to R2 if he can fix it, or at least get us out of
The R2 interfaces with the ship, and the ship does start moving towards
There we
the
go.
Star Destroyers.
Not where I want to go.
It'll be 500 more credits.
No R2. Away from the ship.
Text appears on this screen. I am trying. Something else is overriding the controls.
Great.
Can I restart?
Turn it off
Can we
and
go
back
back-
on again.
Can we go back a couple choices? This choose your own adventure is not working out very well for me. Am I being? Do I have any transmission coming to the ship from the Star Destroyers? Do they notice me or?
No transmission. No.
Okay. That's a lot of ships. I can probably take out 4 of them, but the other 6 might try to take advantage of that. What? Okay. I need a bigger ship, R2.
Can you upgrade this for me?
How many points do I need to upgrade my ship?
So as your ship gets closer and closer to the Star Destroyers, we're going to cut away from
They
you.
won't see me.
Oh God. Alright.
And we're going to cut back to Zoey and Chaka.
Great.
I'm sad.
Chaka, there.
Chaka gets killed.
Whoa! How dare you? How dare you?
Okay. So yeah, Chaka. So you and Chaka just kind of realize that even though you can't fully understand each other, what you also both don't understand is how you got back here,
Mm-hmm.
or well, back here in his case, here for the first time in your case,
Mm-hmm.
and Chaka is just kind of thinking or whatever, and then he all of a sudden snaps his fingers.
And half the population disappears. Wait, wrong franchise. My bad.
Spoilers.
Oh, I need to do a Marvel RPG someday.
Right?
That'd be amazing.
There are 2 Marvel RPGs I'm aware of. One of them I've played.
We'll make our own.
Oh, I really like the one I've played before.
Everyone's Thanos.
So Chaka motions for you to follow him, And yeah, he leads you down the tree. So I'm gonna need you to make a climbing check.
Don't fall. Don't fall.
14.
Not bad.
And Shaka gets 19. So yeah, both of you make it down without any trouble, and he leads you to a part of the woods where there's looks like a really big like bush, but it almost looks, you know, something looks fake about it. All of a sudden, like, he starts moving around, and you realize, oh, like, these are, like, branches from different stuff, and it's covering something up. And it reveals he reveals an old starship. Like, you're not too knowledgeable on too many types of ships. You know how to fly them, but you don't know, like, a lot of ship designs and such. But just based on, like, how it looks, like, how run down it looks, you figure this is probably several decades old at least. It's been here in the forest probably for a while.
Great.
And yeah. So he leads you inside, and yeah, it's a very small ship. Like, it's just like a single room ship, kind of like a shuttlecraft from Star Trek. I don't know if you know Star Trek at all.
Yeah.
But so it's just a very small ship, or whatever. So pretty much the whole ship is just the inside of the ship is just the cockpit or whatever, basically. And there's room for about like 6 people, or I mean, well, there's comfortable room for 6 people. Essentially, it's a space minivan, actually.
Nice.
Great.
Space Volkswagen.
Yeah.
1991 Ford Aerostar. Anybody?
The only thing we're now
That was
missing
my
is a
first vehicle.
Kelso.
But yeah, so
No door panel.
so then Chaka kind of points at the controls, which are off, and like points at you, points at them.
Okay, I'll try and turn it on, I guess.
Okay.
Make sure it's plugged in.
Roll me a. Well, roll me a starship repair.
Okay, I'll get that. Okay.
Oof.
Okay. So like it's off, and you're like, so you're kind of like looking at the panels underneath and kind of like trying to fiddle around with stuff, and you do briefly, as you're kind of fiddling around with stuff, the power briefly comes on, and then something starts sparking, and the power goes off, and you notice one of the seats from the sparks caught on fire.
Oh, good.
Chaka runs.
It's a 5-seater.
Chaka runs right out of the ship as soon as a seat caught on fire.
I will also run out.
Okay. You run out of the ship, and Chaka's just looking at you like.
Oh,
I'm a pilot, not a mechanic.
I mean, she actually. I think your backstory was that you were a mechanic.
shut up.
Oh.
I'm not familiar with this kind of ship. I'm not familiar with it.
This is why it's a was and not an is.
Damn.
I fly better than I can fix.
So yeah, so now you're just outside the ship watching.
Watching it burn.
Well, yeah. I mean,
seat that was on fire. Why didn't you put it out?
What's mine?
Your hat. I don't know.
You don't carry a fire extinguisher everywhere where you go?
Oh, that's
No,
like
not in the game.
like basic backpacking for you right there. Go
Okay.
outside, grab some dirt, and throw it on the fire.
There you go.
Then we're gonna cut away from that. Cut over to Mira again, and Leslie.
Wandering towards town.
Yeah. You arrive in town, and you don't see anyone.
Okay, I'm gonna check like familiar houses, knock on doors, see if anybody's home.
You knock on doors. There's no answer. You don't see anybody in the streets. You check the local watering hole. It's empty.
Good. This is great. Okay.
Yeah,
There's
like
This is fine.
yeah, great. Is there like a ship port somewhere that I can go see if there's a ship to leave? Do I have? Oh, is there a way I can like send comms to people? Not like I don't know. Trying to think of what else is on this planet that I could actually contact.
like you have your own like personal comm on you.
Right.
You definitely would have like the equivalent of a phone number for like, you know, some people that you would know, presumably.
Right. Yeah. So I'm definitely gonna try and reach out to them and see if anybody answers.
Okay, who are you trying to reach out to? Like family, old friends?
Yeah, I have family on the planet. Yeah.
This is the planet you're from, so like.
I know. I'm just trying to, because I had there was somebody back in the day, Justin Harko, that I spoke with when we came back looking for Master Lucian.
Yeah.
He was also a student with me, and
Yeah.
So I would also try. I'm gonna try and contact him first.
You try contacting him, and there's no response.
All right, and now I'm gonna try and contact my family. So like my ma.
Okay. Try contacting her, and there is no response.
Well, that's not great. Okay. Well, then I'm gonna go look for a ship. Leslie, do you have any other ideas, or should we just figure out how to get off of this planet?
I don't know. This is. It's eerie.
Alarming.
It's eerie.
It is extremely alarming. Yes.
Shipport is what, like an hour? It's an hour by speeder. It'd be like
a little bit of a walk.
Yeah, it would be like half a day's walk.
So there's nothing around the town that we could use as a speeder, like a speeder or anything? Nothing?
You could try checking garages of...
Jesus. I don't want to rob people. All right. Well, there's nobody around, so I guess we're going to have to do that. So I'm going to search for something to drive us to the ship port.
Okay. Roll me a search. And we'll also roll for Leslie. What's her search? 3D plus 1. Okay, you got 14. She got 13. So you do find Speeder pretty quickly in one of the first, in the third garage you check. First two were both empty, and you were kind of getting worried, but then, you check the third one. Okay, here's a Speeder. It's, about a 10-year-old model, but you don't really care.
Right, it'll get me from point A to point B.
So,
Hopefully.
are you going to be driving?
What is required on that?
Repulsor lift operation.
2D.
Dude or no
Is
balls.
Leslie better at it?
Leslie also has 2D on it.
Fuck. Alright, I guess we're going to. Oh, could be worse. Could be better.
7.
God.
One second, I'm just quickly checking something here.
Of course, sure. Take your time. Don't worry about it. It's great.
Trying to see if he's able to make the speeder blow up.
You hit what you think is the gas pedal, you go backwards, run into the building, and blow up in flames. You know, it's fine.
Yeah. If you're smart like me, you would have another character already set up, ready to go.
Okay. So, yeah, you go driving, no problem. It's about an hour drive, and you're driving for about half an hour when the speeder kind of comes to a stop, and you realize that it's out of fuel.
Where are they? Where are they? Please tell me they're in the middle of the...
In the middle of nowhere. Kind of halfway between the town
Point A and point
and
B.
the
Cool.
spaceport.
There's nothing else. Just like prairie.
Well, I mean, now it's only a quarters day walk, so
Right. Cool. Let's get hiking. Gonna go hiking.
So
Towards the ship port.
you start hiking. Okay. And as you're hiking, you've been between your hometown and spaceport, you know,
Right.
a few times, like, and such, as has Leslie. And both of you are kind of looking around as you're walking, and it looks something looks off. You can't quite put like you can see like some mountains in the distance, which are where they should be, and like the big stuff seems to be accurate, but there's something off that you can't quite place. Roll
Okay.
me a perception check.
This always goes really well.
17.
Wow.
Nice.
You don't notice anything.
The sky is blue.
Well, actually,
Oh God. The sky is purple.
the sky is blue, but there's something about the sky that seems almost fake. About something looks off about the sky.
Okay. Alright. So we're in a snow globe. Okay, got it. Okay, so are we like is this just like a desert or like a grassland, or is there trees? What's going on?
It's kind of like grassland, a little bit hilly, but not too much. There is like a forest off in the distance in one direction, mountains in the other direction.
Okay. And are we we're making progress in the right direction? It just feels weird, or are we just like feeling like we're not really going anywhere?
No, you're going somewhere. It's just, like I was saying, the sky looks off. Kind of like,
No, I kind of understand what you're saying. I'm just trying to figure out how to approach this.
I kind of have a couple of analogies, but I can't really say any of them without actually giving away what's going on.
No. I got you. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm just trying to. Okay. Well, I'm gonna. Does Leslie notice anything, or is it just I'm?
Like she knows that something's off, but she didn't specifically notice that it was the sky or anything.
Okay. Well, I'm going to, explain to her what's going on and have her also examine the sky.
Okay, yeah, she's looking up at the sky and she's like, yeah, there. So I want both of you to make another perception check. now that you're actually like specifically looking at the sky.
It's blue, but it's not the right shade of blue.
Okay. That is 14
And
that
there's no
she
cloud.
got, and you got 10. Yes, that is actually one of the things you notice. There aren't any clouds in the sky, which, I mean, sometimes it's just, there's no clouds in the sky.
Clear day, right?
Yeah.
But there is almost a cloudiness to the sky.
Like a mirage effect?
Kind of like a mirage effect. Like,
720 versus 4K.
Like 480, actually. We're down to 480.
I mean, that's a decent analogy.
Well, we can all understand that one. So
Yeah.
it doesn't give too much away. All right. Okay. So, is like did the temperature feel weird or anything, or just the sky is freaky?
You hadn't really been noticing anything weird about the temperature, but now that you do, all of a sudden you are realizing like you're not feeling like the heat of the sun or anything. 'Cause, like it's clear day, the sun's in the sky. You should be like it's not like cold or anything. Like it's comfortable temperature. But like
Right.
a day like this, you should feel the sun beating down on you.
We are definitely not in Kansas anymore. So
Leslie turns to you. Where's Kansas?
I read a book. It's fine. Don't worry about it. All right. Okay. So I really feel like we are not at home. We are somewhere else. And this is kind of reminding me of those caves where there was a waterfall on the wall, or no, it was a lake on the wall, and then you went through it and you were in another hallway. This is definitely Darth Solus is behind this. So you need to figure out how to get out of this not reality.
Click your heels 3 times.
Chaka is my Toto.
Okay, how do we do that?
That is a good question. I
Look for a
thought
lake.
jump into it. Yeah, I kind of want to look for anything that might be like a doorway or like a passage. So maybe like a lake, because that's what I was familiar with from the other place. So definitely gonna look around, see if there's any kind of like lake or body of water or.
Okay, roll me a search. I'll roll one for Leslie as well.
Shit. Come on. What the shit?
Rip.
My rolls are always so good, guys. So good.
So you got 7. Leslie got 12. Yes, 12.
Good thing I've got Leslie here. I'd be walking in circles for days.
And she manages to find like a small pond. I mean, not even like so much a pond, well, I guess a pond, yeah,
It's
but
like
like
a puddle. Got it. Like a puddle.
a large puddle, yeah, because it's like somewhere where like in kind of an indent where like rainwater would collect, but like It's not connected
Okay.
to anything, so like there's no like fish in it or anything.
All right. Well, I'm gonna test like feeling the water, make sure it's water.
It's
See if
water.
there's- Okay.
You
is
splash
there
yourself.
Jump in. Just jump in. Do it.
I'm gonna put my hand in and see if it feels weird or normal. If I notice anything.
It's just like putting your hand in water.
All right. Okay. Cool.
Dive.
Nothing.
Dive
And
in it. Head first. Go for
I
it.
agree.
so if I this is like a small puddle though, like or like a large puddle, not like. So I should be able to feel the ground.
Yeah, you
Right.
can feel like
Okay.
yeah.
So I can feel
Oh.
the ground
Yeah.
when I put my arm in.
Yeah. Put your
Okay.
It's really a large
Arm.
puddle of some beast urine.
Oh god.
You notice it smells a little weird.
So as you put your arm in, and you're feeling at the bottom, like a lot of it, like dirt and all that. And all of a sudden, you feel metal.
Okay, well, I'm definitely gonna grab whatever that is and pull it out.
Well, you can't really. It's like a smooth,
Oh,
like,
it's like a. Ooh.
surface.
Okay,
And are you kind of feeling it out or whatever?
yeah, definitely, for sure. Am I gonna cut myself? Because I already did that today.
No, because Mira's more careful than Denieta.
That's fair. That is very fair.
So you feel it out, and you realize it's a rectangle about the size of a door.
Told you guys.
You should just
All
go
right.
then.
I'm gonna step out of the frickin' puddle, aren't I?
This is gonna happen. Okay. Or I'm gonna open it and see Joey running in the back, jumping backwards down the hallway. Okay. All right. Well, I'm definitely gonna let Leslie know there's definitely something under here.
What kind of something?
A door of some sort.
A door?
Yes, this is very similar to my situation in the caves where I found you guys.
Huh.
We need to figure out how to open this door.
And so feeling out, you kind of realize there's kind of like along the center, there's kind of a space. So it's like doors that would kind of like open, like
Right.
come out or whatever.
Okay.
Do you want? I mean, yeah. So, let's like
I want to try and pull it open if we can.
pull it. Oh, okay. Like we each try pulling a different. Okay.
Yes.
Roll
Okay.
strength.
I'm glad you made that notion. I thought you was going to try to pull on a door that only opens side to side.
Oh, we're gonna pull it open like that. I know what I was
You
talking
got
about.
a 10, and Leslie rolled a 4.
Good. We're a great team.
You do not pull it open.
Okay, I've got a lightsaber. I know how this works.
Okay. Yeah. You ignite your lightsaber, and works. And you.
Okay, now I'm gonna open the door with it.
Yeah, you slice a hole in the door, and
It's a vacuum of space.
the water drains into the hole,
Mhm.
and
I'm so excited to see what happens right now.
and onto a chair that was burning.
Well, that's really convenient.
It what looks like some kind of a ship cockpit or something.
Okay, so wait, are we
Looks
looking
like a
down
Ford
at it?
Astrovan.
You were looking down at it from like
Right.
the ceiling.
Okay, that's
Of-
so strange. Okay, well, Leslie, are we good? I'm gonna go in there.
Okay. Yeah, you go drop down there. Leslie comes in after you, and yeah, you're in a small ship cockpit. You look outside, and you see Zoey and Chaka.
Yes, Chaka! I mean, hi, Zoey!
Why don't you- Wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go out.
Cares more about the NPCs than the players.
And that's why Chaka's gonna die.
How dare you? All right, I'm gonna go out there and hello, hi.
Hi.
Where are we?
I don't know.
Okay, Chaka.
I love Zoey.
Chaka starts talking to you in the Ewok language, and you don't understand a word of it.
Awesome. Definitely putting points in languages so that I can befriend Chaka, by the way. Just so everyone's aware.
Put a
Okay.
whole bunch of points in there just so it'll be useless later on.
Shut up. All right. Okay, so yeah, I don't know how did you guys end up here? How did I end up here? How did you guys end up here?
I don't know.
Okay, what do you remember?
The bright light.
Okay, same. And then we ended up back on our home planet, but it obviously was not because now we're here. Does it seem like everything's normal here? Do you know, Chaka? Did he tell you anything?
I don't know.
He wasn't very talkative.
Okay. So I just like put a hole into the ship, so there's not really any way to make it work, is there? I just.
Well, like,
I'm not sure what
if
to
you look at
do.
the outside of the ship, there's no hole on the outside. And on the inside, you look through, you can still see back to your planet through the hole.
It's really trippy. He's
That was
like
some
some
good
good
spice.
drugs. Our Solus gave us the good. All right. Well, what do we need to do from here? We need to figure out how to get away from here. This is not reality.
Okay.
Okay, I don't know how to connect with can Leslie understand anything Chaka's saying?
You ask her if she can understand what he's saying, and I have no idea. No, sorry.
Okay. Oh, geez. What is the difficulty of speaking somebody's language that you don't understand? What is the difficulty in that? Like the number?
Really hard if you don't understand it.
I'm just wondering. Just curious.
Well, it depends on like how common the language is. Where is it here? It's combat. Language is under knowledge, strength. No. Perception, mechanical. Where's knowledge? Oh, there we go. Languages. So like an obscure language. Actually, this wouldn't even be an obscure language because that's something like Wookiee, which is still at least like known about. Like Ewok language, difficulty would be 30.
Oh, good. So even if we've been hanging out with him for a while, we still don't catch anything. So it doesn't go based on like familiarity of the person you're trying to converse with.
There is like I'm kind of well, there are technically two methods of doing it, which that's a difficulty to just like straight up like know the language type thing.
Right.
The other way of like dealing with languages is where like you might understand like some of what's being said or like pick up phrases and such. That would be lower difficulty, although that I'm kind of that's kind of dependent on the on like what's being said and such.
Okay, well, let's see.
There's a lot of stuff.
All right. So I rolled a 15. That means I don't understand a goddamn word he says, right? Stop throwing dice on the floor, Eric.
Well, see, I picked up like 3 together like this, and then the one kind of fell out and then bounced over under my bed, which is going to be
Nice.
not fun to get at. Were you asking Chaka something that was leading to that you rolling just now?
Where are we?
So Chaka says
that
some
room?
stuff, and with that roll of 15, you kind of understand that, like, he's saying that this is home.
Okay. And there are other Ewoks around, right? Or like, they're up in the trees, right? They aren't down here.
There's no other
Down on
Ewoks
the
down
ground.
here that you've seen. Zoey saw some, but none of them had come down from the trees with you and Chaka.
Okay. Ooh, that's a good question. There was nobody where we were. There was nobody in our town. Nobody where they were supposed to be. Have you interacted with other people?
They're a bunch of Ewoks.
A bunch of little teddy bears. Okay. Okay. Well, that doesn't really help us since we don't know what they're saying. All right. Can we fix this ship and get out of here by chance? Is there a way to do that?
Can I try and fix the ship again?
Yep, you can try making another starship repair.
Great, I'll do that. Slightly better.
13. What did you roll last time again?
11, I think.
11.
Okay.
Yeah.
13. You don't get running again, but you're thinking that previously the sparking, which had also lit the chair on fire, also damaged some of the circuitry and stuff. You think you might be able to fix it, but it is going to take a while.
Okay.
Like how long?
It could be an hour. It could be longer. It's going to involve some delicate work, so
Oof.
that's sometimes hard to predict exactly how long it's going to take.
All right. Well, have you tried contacting anybody else through comms?
No.
All right. So, can we attempt to contact the people in our party? The
Okay,
people that we lost.
Who specifically are you trying to contact?
Joey, Jacen.
Okay.
Is he still sprinting?
What is Jacen? What are you doing at the moment? Are you still like are you and Colin just standing around? Are you still trying to walk
Leaning
down
against a wall.
this hallway?
Well, I'd say we'd look around. Like, is there anything else we can go to? Because like this hallway is obviously haunted, or
You haven't found anywhere else. Just like the room with the back to tank and this hallway that stretches out from it. But all of a sudden your comm starts beeping, and it's Mira.
hello, Mr. Sexy Pizza.
Hold on, I gotta be serious. All right.
I think I broke her.
I wasn't expecting that one. Oh shit! All right. Oh,
You gotta
okay.
expect the unexpected.
Apparently, Jacen, do you hear me?
Yes, I work
What-
here.
Where are you?
Apparently in a place with a never-ending hallway.
And that's it. You're in a hallway.
Well, and the usual back to tank apparently.
But is it the usual one? Are you somewhere you know?
Sure.
No.
Okay. And is there anybody else there?
There's this Colin. There's nobody else though.
Okay.
No enemies here, so that's a plus.
All right. And I'm with Leslie and Zoey and Shaka. not in a hallway. So very clearly we can hear each other, but we're in different areas. We need to figure this out because it reminds me a lot of the caves we were in when we found all of them. So do you see anything that could be an exit? Strange looking exit. Like a body of water.
There's a waterfall in front of you.
Is there a pond on the wall?
Just curious.
It's totally normal. Don't worry about it.
Well, a bacta tank is normally filled with water, right?
Well, it's filled with Bacta.
Bacta, yeah, which is a
It's
liquid-like
It's
substance.
a liquid.
It's
Yeah.
a liquid, kind of a gel-like liquid, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I could try jumping back into that.
Please do it. Do it.
Do you
Totally
have
do
your
it.
lightsaber? Does he have a lightsaber?
He doesn't
Does
have a
not.
lightsaber now.
Does not
Damn
have
it.
one.
Do you have a weapon? Does Colin have a lightsaber?
No.
Oh my god. Lightsabers fix everything, guys.
I'm trying, still finding one.
Okay, well, we'll work on that. There should be a way to get through the reality that you're in into ours, because obviously we are near enough for that to happen.
Well, the hallway is not going to work because, like, even though if I run minutes into one direction, it's like I never move.
Okay, then go back into the other room, and
That's the
Are-
back tank room.
yes, okay, go back into that room and check are the walls are normal, is everything normal in that room?
I'm going to try my idea real quick. I'm going to jump in the back tank.
Thank you.
Okay, you jump in the Bacta tank,
Head first.
and you are back in the Bacta tank.
Oh, okay, come on. Completely drenched. Well, that wasn't the solution.
I mean, you were still pretty wet from when you were in there before.
I thought I dried up by now.
You
It's all
dried
that
off.
running.
I guess you dried off a bit, but you were still a bit damp. Now you're drenched
You're
again.
still moist.
I'm always moist.
God. All right, so is the rest of the room normal? Is there anything out of the ordinary?
Okay, give me like 2-3 minutes. So I search the walls.
Roll me a search. And are you telling Colin to search as well?
Hey, asshole, you search as well. Ooh.
Ooh.
Damn.
Ooh. Ooh.
Use us.
Okay, you got a 22. Colin got a 12.
Screw you, Colin. Off the plank.
So what you do find is that the Bacta tank, which is running, is not
Oh.
plugged in.
Huh. I plug it in.
Roll me strength.
He plugged it in and he's soaking wet.
Oh God.
Ooh. I mean,
Okay,
my rolls are on fire.
you get like a slight electric shock, but doesn't do any damage.
I'm in shock now.
Yeah,
Kills me with
and except now the Bacta tank, now that you've plugged it in, the Bacta tank is no longer running.
Good, I killed the back that tank.
God. Okay, so
Well, I reported in, so the back that tank was not plugged in. I tried to plug it, now it's no longer running.
did you check the wall where you plugged it in at? Is something?
And I mean, you do know that it shouldn't have been running while it was unplugged, like, you know, a lot of equipment.
Right. Oh. Hmm.
Eric
Um.
used Confuse Ray. Super effective.
Okay. And so you've checked the walls around everything. There's nothing out of the ordinary at the walls. Just the back to tank was running when it shouldn't have been.
I checked everything at this point now, right?
Yeah.
Just to clarify. Yeah, I checked everything. Nothing out of the ordinary besides a backed tank running without power.
Well, there's got to be something there that you can utilize to get to where I'm at. The way that we did it is while I was searching through water looking for a door, and I found one. So you need to figure out how to find a door to where we are.
Please stick your arm in the back of the tank. Try to touch
I'm down.
the
I'll do it.
bottom.
I'll stick my arm in the back that tank.
Okay. So back to like
I-
it's
wow.
clear substance. You can see through it. You know, as well, yeah. As you stick your arm in, it's like your arm vanishes upon going through. Like when you jump back in just like a couple of minutes ago, it was completely normal. But now you stick your arm in, and your arm you can't see it below the surface.
I jump in entirely.
Oh my god.
As you jump in, you just hear Colin be like, "What the hell are you doing?" And
This hurts my head.
Actually, we do it the better way. We tell Colin to go first.
Oh my god.
you already said you jumped in.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. We're gonna cut over to Theo, who we had previously left off. Oh no, right, we had figured. Actually, never mind, because we had previously left off with you in the turbo lift. That's right.
Yeah, in the lift going down.
Okay, no. Then we're actually gonna stick.
Continue.
Actually, then we are going to go back to Mira, where the comm with Jacen suddenly cuts out,
Oh shit. Okay.
Ooh.
and then
hello?
and then like right away you see that Jason's, or not Jason, that Colin's contacting you on the comm, and he's like, Jacen just jumped into the back of the tank and disappeared.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I lost contact with him. You don't see him in the back to tank?
No, like he disappeared.
Okay. So this is this is very strange. Bodies of water are being or bodies of liquid are being used as doorways. You don't see anything. Can you feel anything when you touch the Bacta, go into the Bacta?
I'd be like, if I put my hand under, I can't see my hand. I pull it out, and my hand is back.
All right, so that is definitely some sort of transport. Ooh, I don't know if I should. I don't know if I want to tell you to go follow him, but because I don't know where he ended up.
Can I try to call Jacen?
You could try. You don't get a reply.
Okay. Let's try.
Okay.
Colin's
And we
like,
don't-
have you talked? So you said you are with
I'm
Zoey,
Zoey and Chaka and Leslie. Yes.
Have you tried talking to any of the others yet?
I haven't. I was in contact with Jacen first, and then lost contact with him while we were still discussing things. But I can definitely try and reach out to others.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna try and contact Khaljov, I guess.
Okay.
Since I know him more than Theo. God.
So, Khaljov is on the ship being pulled towards, well, not being pulled, moving towards the Star
Moving
Destroyers.
towards- Yeah.
And yeah, your personal comm unit, so not the ship comm unit, your personal comm unit starts beeping at you, and you see that you're getting contacted by Mira.
Hello.
Hi, Khaljov. Where are you?
Hey, on my ship. Where you at?
On your ship? I thought it was scrapped.
Oh yeah. I guess it wasn't.
No, that's no. Though. Okay. Is there anyone with you?
Yeah, I got an RT unit with me. Who I owe 500 credits to.
I didn't know you had an
1,000,
art.
remember?
I didn't know
I
he's
didn't
not
know-
really mine. He's like a hired contractor.
Do you
It's
remember?
like a hired contractor.
Do you remember hiring this R2 unit?
Nope.
Okay.
It said I did.
Here's the thing. We've all been put into different versions of realities. Leslie and I were sent to our home planet, but there was nobody else there. And
Okay.
Jacen and Kailen are in some back to tank room with a hallway, and that's it. And Zoey and Chaka were on this planet where I'm now at, which is apparently Chaka's home. And the way that we managed to find ourselves here is through a body of water. There was a door through a body of water. Is there any kind of strange nuances around you that could possibly be a not body of water, a door?
I got a few doors on my ship.
No, okay, so it won't be just a. I mean, it could be a regular door. I'm not sure, but you need to look around for things that might be out of the ordinary in order to get out of that version of your reality.
What?
Just jump out into space.
I need you
It'll be fine.
to look for something strange.
Like the 10 Star Destroyers in front of me?
I mean, sounds like a normal day for you, but
True.
maybe a way to get out of where you're at. And not outside into space, just out of that reality.
What about my ship?
It's scrapped. You are not on your ship.
No, it has the spice on. I mean, it has stuff in it.
It may seem like your ship, but it isn't.
But you're not here. How do you know that?
How am I contacting you?
On the comm.
Yes. The personal comm. Which
Yeah.
you're not
Are you on a Star Destroyer?
No, I am on a planet with Chaka,
Oh, that's right.
Zoey, and Leslie. There are woods around us. We are in a wooded, forested planet.
Okay, so yeah, you have to be close.
Yes. Do you see any planets around you?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Then-
Just Star Destroyers.
I need you to find a way to
Put
get
them all
out
together.
of...
They kind of made like a planet, though. They're pretty big.
All right, we need to not focus on that.
Okay.
We
All
need
right.
to focus on you getting out of there.
Can I bring the RT unit with me?
I don't care.
Okay.
If the R2 unit wants to go with you, by all means, just get
I'll
out
ask
of
it if
there.
it wants to come.
Good, great.
But I still don't know where.
I feel like the
we're going.
R2 unit might not be real, so much like your ship.
He
You should
fucking
probably-
zapped me.
Very good. I need you to get out of there.
It was very real to me. Okay. All right. Let me gather up some supplies and then I'll see what I can do.
Great.
I just hope
Okay,
the Star Destroyers don't get me first.
you do that. Let me know if you make any progress.
All right. Okay.
Hey, bye.
Bye. Bye.
You do notice that the ship is slowing down as you're coming towards one of the Star Destroyers in specific, and are on a direct course for the bridge of it. So like a collision course.
Damn.
It's not ideal.
But you are
Okay.
but you are slowing down.
Okay. So I'm gonna start typing R2 and be like, "We need to get out of here."
Where to?
Well, my friend
Mm.
has this crazy idea that this is not real, which in theory would mean you're not real, which means these Star Destroyers are also not real.
Pretty sure I'm real.
I'm pretty sure you're real too. You shocked me. I told her that. She didn't believe me, but I'm just saying. Anyway, so she said that this
What
is
if you're
some
not
weird
real?
reality.
Some
I mean, I'm real.
existential shit. Some
You shocked me.
existential
And I'm typing to you. How question mark, question mark?
Dot, dot, dot.
You do know I can understand basic, and you're a very slow typer. You could just be talking out loud.
I haven't typed in a long time.
Clearly.
I typed that. I typed that. Okay.
It helps if you're not just using 2 fingers.
Chicken peck.
Okay, so I'm just talking to R2 unit now. All right, so let's well, she said it's a alternate reality, so things are not real, so let's just go do something unrealistic and open the airlock.
Oh god. Oh god.
The R2 unit follows you. You go to the airlock, and
I stop by and grab a couple of things of spice. just in case.
Just in case.
For the rare.
I just noticed something. You were talking before about not having a fire extinguisher. The R2 unit does. Fully, the R2 unit is with you. Okay. So as you go to the airlock, the R2 unit has it because the R2 unit has one of its arms come out and grab onto something, just like grabbing.
I'm gonna grab onto the R2 unit.
Oh god. Oh god.
And you open the airlock, and are not
Was
sucked out.
never
deep
heard
breath
from
first.
again.
What?
I take a deep breath first.
It's not like you're going underwater.
For anyone watching, if you are ever find yourself about to be sucked into space, exhale. Do not take a deep breath. Exhale. Safety
if you ever find yourself in space,
safety
if you
tip.
find yourself floating in space, it probably doesn't matter if you exhale or inhale.
It'll give you a bit of extra time to be rescued.
Yeah.
For all of our viewers that are like astronauts, who would already know this better than us.
I was gonna say, if you're in astronaut school, learn from us.
But anyway,
It was only like minus 400 degrees Fahrenheit in space or some craziness like that.
we go with Celsius here. Fahrenheit is it's old fashioned.
Real. Oh, what? All right.
So
Okay.
you open the airlock and do not get sucked out, or even like,
Power sucked, nothing?
No power sucking.
Power suck the intestines right out of you.
Huh. I think we're good, R2.
The R2 gives you a small shock.
This guy really doesn't like you.
Okay, I'm gonna use my blaster rifle flashlight, tack light, to look outside the ship.
You see an emptiness, blackness of space, but you don't even see like Star Destroyers. You don't see stars in the distance. You just see darkness.
I'm gonna shoot my rifle.
You fire the shot, and you see the shot right until it hits the airlock entrance, and then it's like it disappears.
Okay. Ready? Asking the R2 unit.
The R2 unit shakes its head.
Okay. I'm going now. You can come with me if you want, or be stuck here forever by yourself. Okay. And then I dive out the airlock.
Head first.
Head first.
Okay. We now cut to Theo, who's riding a turbo lift, and it comes to a stop. The door opens, and you have Khaljov jumping right into you,
Big oof.
knocking you to the ground.
What the hell are you doing?
Hey, Theo.
Where did you come from?
Long story. So, I was on my ship, right? That was, I guess, was supposedly destroyed and scrapped and all that bad stuff. But I have this R2 unit with me, right? And so I woke up, it started repairing a damaged panel that I may or may not have damaged a long time ago. And it was repairing it. And so I was trying to see in the cockpit where I was at, what my logs were saying, and everything seemed fine. And then I dropped out of hyperspace and I saw these 10 Star Destroyers. So I panicked a little bit, not too much. I could probably take on a couple of them, but regardless. Once I realized I had no control over my ship, I just started drifting towards the Star Destroyers. I was then contacted by Mira, and Mira said that this is a alternate reality kind of thing, and none of it's real. And are you real?
I mean, I think so.
Okay, I think I'm real too. So anyway, I just did something that was not realistic, and I just opened up the airlock on my ship, and I dove out. I tried to get the R2 unit to come with me. I don't know. He might be coming, so be careful. Might have a giant robot thing coming at you. Or, yeah.
I step out of the way.
Yeah. May or may not be a droid torpedo coming. But yeah, I'm here, and you're here, so that's something.
Yeah, but I don't even know where here is. I woke up in the casino at a freaking game table rolling a set of dice. Like
Did you win?
No.
Yeah. I can relate.
But I went to go find Harkin, and the elevator stopped working. It almost cut me in half as I tried to get into a different floor, and then the next thing I know, I'm in some sort of Imperial base with like outdated uniforms, and now I find myself in this lift that has buttons that I don't even know what the hell these things say. I just pushed a button.
Should we try putting on one of those uniforms?
Well, I don't even, judging by what I've experienced, I don't even know if going back up to where they were will even yield us being back in that same spot.
Oh, I got you. Wait,
Like,
do you think
none
I just
of this
jumped
is
out?
making sense?
Yeah, so I just jumped out
of an airlock and landed in a turbo lift.
Yes. Do I have the spice on me still?
You check your pockets, and the spice you took is still in your pockets.
Gore. Okay.
Interesting.
And
if we can go back, I have a bunch. I mean, I found a bunch of spice that could probably be sold for a decent amount of credits.
While you're talking, you notice that the turbo lift started moving again. The doors had shut almost immediately again after you had jumped in. You hadn't even seen. Theo hadn't even seen if there was what there was on the other side of the doors, because of the suddenly being tackled thing. And yeah,
He just wanted a hug.
Yes,
Oops.
I'm neglected, emotionally, physically.
Is the elevator? Can we tell if it's going up or down?
no.
It's just
You
know
can
that
hear
it's moving.
like a whirring that you can tell you're moving, but you can't tell because a lot of turbo lifts, especially on starships, will have because of artificial gravity on ships, you won't actually feel any movement. You just kind of hear the sound.
You see the lights though, right? In the lift, don't they go up as you're going down, and then down when you're going up?
What?
It happens in Star Trek.
You're not in Star Trek.
Jesus Christ!
Turbo lift. Figure it's universal.
All right. Well,
There's only
I
one
don't-
turbo lift in the whole everything.
I don't know what to make of this, and I don't know where this thing is taking us. But judging by the fact that you were surrounded by destroyers and I found Imperial uniforms, I think we should be ready for whatever winds up on the other side of that door. And I
I was
reach
born to
and
shoot.
pull out my blaster in preparation.
Just ready my rifle.
Okay. And actually, as you're readying that, turbo lift comes to a stop again. The doors open, and you are back on the floor you had left. First got onto this turbo lift from Theo.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
This is where the uniforms were. I recognize this.
Let's get him real quick before this thing takes us some random other place.
Well, yeah, but this is the only turbo lift. If this one takes off and we can't get it back, we're stuck here with nowhere else to go. The other one is just gone. I destroyed the door.
Mira's destroyed a lot of turbo lift doors too, but they still work. Just obviously the door doesn't.
All right. You convinced me. Let's go.
Okay.
I couldn't convince that RT unit to come with me, but it's fine.
You go back to the same room as before, and yeah, there's the uniforms in the closet. As you're going to grab them, you hear from the attached bathroom a splash and the sound of something thudding against the floor.
Okay, I'm gonna train my rifle at the door.
I follow.
And just casually peek around the corner.
And you see Jacen lying there.
Oh, hey, Jacen.
Is he conscious?
He is conscious, yes.
So I get up.
How was your swim?
Through the toilet.
I mean, he would know I jumped into anything, right?
You're
You
soaking
being
wet.
Right. But
Swim? What?
You're soaked from head to toe.
Oh,
Either you swam or you just got the most epic swirly in the world.
wow.
How did you get here?
Good question. Next. 'Cause I
Where
don't
were
even
you
know.
before you were right here?
Big shocker, probably, but I came out of the back of the tank.
Oh, okay. I understand.
What-
I was in the place with a never-ending hallway. Like, imagine, you walk into a direction and you turn around and, it seems like you haven't moved a
Sounds like my debt.
Too real. Too real. Too real.
Was anybody with with you, or were you just by yourself?
Colin was there.
Oh,
That's about
I'm gonna
all,
try to
though.
contact Colin.
Also, Mira called me as well to the comms.
Okay. You try to
What?
contact Colin, and there is no response.
All right, I think Colin's dead. We
Thank
could
God.
Colin's not responding on the comms.
It just
Oh,
probably wasn't
okay.
real, just like the R2.
Oh,
Ooh.
I was like, mind blown. I'm gonna try to contact Mira.
No response.
Is this thing working?
Who was I with in the casino again? I forgot to write it down.
Tlakar.
Plakar.
Tlakar. The TL sound is a bit tricky for some people.
It is. Yeah.
I woke up at the casino with Plakar. Maybe you could try and contact them.
You have a comm as well, Theo.
Yeah.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Oh,
all have
okay.
comms.
Well then I say that, and then I try to contact them.
No response.
Y'all fuck.
All right, I'm just gonna go lay down on one of the bunks.
Okay, roll a nap.
You nap for 700 years. Good job.
All right, so
I think-
we're on a. Are we? There was like no. There's no way we can see outside right now, right? Everything's just a solid.
There's no window
No
in here.
windows.
Yeah,
I think
and on the
I
hallway,
think our
during the hallway.
I think our best bet is to try to go back to the first turbo lift that I came off of and see if we can't get back down to the casino.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Because at
Sorry.
least then we'll know where we are.
Okay.
We can gamble.
You good, Jason?
Sure.
Do you still have all of your weapons on you?
I don't know. Probably lost some.
Okay, let's go.
So you go
Lead the
back
way.
to the turbo
Do
lift.
you need a blaster?
No, he has all of his weapons. Let's go.
Oh, okay.
I searched my pockets.
Jason is like the black hole for weapons. It's just like it doesn't matter how many you give him. He's always like, "Up, I don't got one." He has at least 10,000 credits worth of weapons on him by now.
What was that roll for that just happened?
I don't know. I just said like I searched my pockets.
Oh.
Oh.
You wasted a good roll.
Yeah, you got a 25 there.
So what do I find?
You could almost speak Ewok.
He's searching, not speaking languages.
All right, so
You-
I guess then we make our way back to the first lift, and
the doors.
I
Yeah, there's still a hole in the
Sorry, go
door
ahead.
there.
I'm gonna try to call
Okay.
the lift.
push the button.
There's actually no panel to use it.
Oh,
What?
well, that's not good.
There is
I
the
used
hole in
the
the door
force.
though.
Well, can we pry the door open now so we don't all have to try to shimmy through the hole since there's 3 of us?
Yeah,
We can just keep shooting it until it's no longer a door.
if you all want to make
I
a
mean, we could,
strength
but
roll. And the fact that there is
that
the
could-
holes does also mean like there's easier hand holes to grab onto.
Well, I
plus
have a-
blasting away at it could draw.
Okay, so
unwanted
we
attention.
got a 9,
Wow.
5,
Wow.
and a 12.
Terry's here to carry you guys.
So Khaljov and Jacen are kind of pulling on the one end, or the one door, and Cherry's kind of pulling on the other one, and Cherry gets like his like couple inches, but that's it, and Khaljov and Jacen working together don't even get that.
I am all that is man. All right, well, I guess we're going through the hole, guys.
Okay.
Okay.
One at a time.
So I'm gonna
Single file.
wait. You have a light on your rifle, don't you?
Yeah.
What? Have a look and see if you can see the lift above.
All right. I'm
'Cause,
gonna
like,
stick my.
After
half
I
my-
got in here, that thing took off.
I'm not doing that.
well,
What if
give
that
me-
thing comes right back down again?
Give me your light then. I'll look.
I'm gonna detach the light and give it to Theo.
Okay. Okay, you do that.
So I shine the light up and see if I can see the lift.
You look up and you can see the top of the shaft. You don't see the lift itself.
What about looking down?
You look down. You also don't see a lift down there. And you can also see the bottom of the shaft.
This is so weird. Okay. All right. So I kind of shimmy back out and I'm like, hey, there's nothing in there. Like nothing. Like there should be a lift either up or down, and there's nothing in there. Oh, and I guess I hand Khaljov his light back.
So are we going down?
I guess we're going down.
Okay.
Yeah. How far do I know how far up we went or I went originally?
You're not sure, but looking down the shaft, it looks like it's about. You're thinking it's about 5 stories down or so.
Yikes.
It's not that long of
Alright.
a shaft then.
Well, I mean, I still have my jetpack.
True. It takes 10 minutes to go down to the
It's better than climbing down 5 stories.
Bet you'll be faster if we just fall down 5 stories.
Well, you go first and let me know how
I
that goes.
bet I
for ya.
beat you down.
So you
Yeah,
got
but
that second character made, right?
All right, will anyone want to hug it out and fly down with me? If not, I'll just see you guys down there.
I mean, first you have to get through the hole. You have to squeeze your way through.
That's true.
You pulled it open slightly, so it'll be slightly easier.
All right, I'm gonna go shimmy in the hole then.
Okay, roll dexterity for that.
Oops.
Mm, 13. Okay, yeah, it kind of shimmy your way through. It's tight fit, but you managed to get your way through. And you're kind of standing on like a kind of a ledge type thing inside the shaft.
Is there enough room for anyone else to come out onto the ledge?
Yeah,
while I'm standing
like
there?
because there's kind of like a ledge that kind of like extends all the way around that you can stand
okay.
on.
All right. Well, I yelled through the hole. Come on, boys, let's go.
All right. 3's a party. I'm going to
I'll go.
All right, I'll go.
Okay, roll your dexterity. 10. Start shimmying your way through. The one point you're kind of getting a bit stuck, but like keep kind of going through.
Daniela paste.
And you make it through. Then Jacen goes last and has no trouble getting through.
I'm a thin boy.
Because he's wet.
Quick question: is this like primo spice or is it just like
Oh my
regular
God.
spice?
Oh my god. Jeez.
Asking for a friend. Like, how good is the smell?
That's important.
Smells pretty good, yeah.
Okay. That real sticky, you know?
Does Eric know anything about drugs? Trying to explain this, I'm just wondering. It smells good.
Not really, no. But
All right,
like,
just
this is also fictional drugs as well.
I know, but the way he was asking questions about it.
Like, I mean, is there any like documentation on actual spice in Star Wars, or do they just call it spice and leave it at that? There's got to be some kind of lore behind spice.
I mean, it's Star Wars. There's lore behind everything. I don't know it off the top of my head, though.
Okay.
Research time.
I'll have to look that up.
All right, so I'll ferry them down one by one.
Okay.
I guess. 'Cause probably taking both at the same time is a bad idea.
That's what she said.
Giggity.
You'd be fine with us.
Yeah. So, who do you bring down first?
I'll bring down Khaljov first because he
I got the light
through first.
Okay. So you bring Khaljov down first, you set him down, and then you go back up and grab Jacen. Is Khaljov doing anything while you're standing at the bottom swaying, or just waiting for them
Tap
both
down
to
trying to
come out?
open that stupid door
Okay.
with my amazing strength.
Roll me a strength check. 11. Surprisingly, this door actually is not very difficult to open up, so you managed to pry it open with no trouble at all.
I'm gonna strut my way through the door then.
You go through the door, and you find yourself back on your ship, coming out of your room on your ship.
Is the RT unit still there?
I mean, at least he knows how to get out now.
You see the R2 unit going past you.
Oh Jesus!
Groundhog Day shit.
Okay, so Theo, you bring Jacen down, and you see the door is open.
Can we see through the door?
No,
Can we see what's on the
it's
other
dark. You can't see anything through it.
All right. Well, I mean, there's nowhere else to go.
I mean, can let him go by himself.
Okay.
All right, I'm going in.
You go in, and come out right behind Khaljov on his ship. You don't.
I make a heroic leap into the door.
And I mean, you don't specifically know it's his ship, but I mean.
But I see him there.
Yeah, you see him there, and yep.
Hey, welcome to my
Hey.
ship.
Is that where we are?
Yeah,
This is not the casino.
it's definitely not the casino.
We're not in Kansas anymore.
Hey, is that your droid?
I hired it, but I don't remember hiring it. I think it might be scamming me, to be honest.
Sounds like a rough night in Vegas.
Just woke up and it was
Wait,
like
didn't
doing
you
work.
say your ship was surrounded by destroyers?
Oh yeah, go run to the cockpit.
You run to the cockpit, and you are in hyperspace.
This is not ideal.
I'm gonna check the logs.
This is
The,
I can play that game too.
Day.
I can play that game too.
the most recent log is the most recent log you left before losing your ship.
Okay,
I'm gonna go in.
if this is is there any way to drop us out of hyperspace right now?
Sure.
If we're
Press them.
like,
I'm gonna drop us out.
Okay. You drop out of hyperspace, and
are surrounded by 10 Star Destroyers.
that's what I was trying to avoid.
you do actually see one Star Destroyer. Only briefly, as it's going around. It's orbiting moon of a gas giant nearby, and so it was just going around, so it just kind of goes behind the moon out of view as you come in.
Okay, this is different. I'm gonna tell the RT unit to connect back to the ship, or connect back to the computer.
The R2 unit is in the cockpit with you.
Oh, I'm gonna go find the RT unit. Is it the same color and same exact one?
It's the same R2 unit, and
Is the panel repaired?
it's repairing the panel again.
I knew it. I'm gonna go knock on its head.
The same
It shocks you.
It shocks you. Wow.
Yeah, damn it.
Never saw that coming.
I feel like I'm in deja vu right now. Okay, so,
Well, you try to
Well-
puzzle this out. Why don't we check on Mira and Zoey and them?
Okay. So last I was in contact with Khaljov, right? And told him to let me know if anything changed.
Yes,
oh,
and
I
it's
haven't heard from him in a while.
it's now been about 20
6
minutes.
20 minutes.
It's been about
Right.
20
I'm gonna
minutes.
try and contact Theo
And-
then.
Oh, sorry. I got confused by the recon saying thanks for the follow in chat.
yeah, I just got a notification on my phone about it. I was like, wait, who?
Oh, following you. I'm like, because my first thought was, I'm like, Sympathetic's already following me. I didn't see a notification.
Yeah, I got one on my phone. I was like, huh.
Okay.
Following since 2017. Yeah, I'd say.
I was confused.
I know, I've been following Kim since before she started streaming.
Yep, it's
Yeah.
true.
So anyway, yes, so it's been about 20 minutes, and so then you say you try to contact Theo.
Yes.
Yeah, it actually does go through.
Hello.
Theo, where are you?
Apparently I'm on Khaljov's ship.
What? Is he there?
He ran off after an R2 unit.
He's still on the ship. How did you get onto the ship?
No, he's not still on his ship. He's back on his ship.
But
So
he
let
wasn't.
me guess. You woke up in a strange area.
Yeah, sort of, yeah. Leslie and I
I'm
were
ass-
on my home planet, and now we're not.
I woke up in the casino.
All right,
At
and
a-
now
at a
you're on
game
Khaljov's
table.
ship.
I went off to try to find the security guy and wound up in some sort of dated imperial fortress. I wound up getting onto a turbo lift, and it went down a few floors and stopped, and the doors opened, and Khaljov tackled me.
He was in
Yeah.
the Imperial place? I thought he was on his ship.
He was.
He was supposed to contact me. If anything,
Well,
if he found anything.
Instead, he says he ran through an airlock.
Great. well, that is definitely abnormal. All right.
So then he was with me in the turbo lift. We wound up going back up to the floor that I first entered it on. And I'm not sure if he came out of a toilet or a bathtub, but Jacen just kind of appeared soaking wet from head to toe.
So Jason's there.
Jacen, is Jacen there? Did
Yeah.
Jacen come through with us?
I hope
did a
so.
heroic
Yeah.
feat.
Okay. Well, no, because I remember
Yeah.
you stopped for a second. I couldn't remember if he came through. Jason's here with us too. Yeah.
I yell in the
Okay.
background. What's with me?
We
He was in a room with a back to tank in a hallway.
I don't know how he got to us, but we went back down to try to retrace my steps to get back down to the casino, and we had to kind of shimmy down a turbo lift shaft.
Woof.
And we went through the door at the bottom, and we found ourselves on Khaljov's ship.
Okay. Is Colin there with you? Because he was with Jacen, and Jacen disappeared on him.
No, he's not here with us.
All right. Okay, and I'm not sure if I should tell him to follow because that would put him back wherever Jacen showed up. All right.
But Palker was with me when I woke up.
Look, it's
and
T like Tom. L-A.
Was with me when I woke up. And they stayed behind the casino to look around. I haven't seen them since.
Okay. And all right, and you're all on his ship.
Yep.
And going in circles apparently. So
well, no, we just dropped out of hyperspace, so we're sitting still right now.
That's not what I meant. All right. So as you can tell, that is not a reality. It is a different, there is something going on here. It is very similar to the caves that we found Leslie, Colin, Flakar, and Shaka in, where exits aren't what they are meant to be or supposed to be.
Clearly.
Yes. So I'm not sure how we get to meet up now. Because I was on my home planet, ended up on Shaka's home planet with Zoey, Shaka.
How did you
and
end up on
Leslie.
Shaka's home planet?
We went through a body of water. There was a door. Yes, it's strange. I know. And it led us into a ship on this planet. So
Okay.
I told Khaljov to look for a door that would not necessarily seem like a door. That is apparently why he jumped through an airlock.
Yeah, an airlock was definitely not a door you would normally walk through.
No, not at all. Is there anything
200
else?
IQ. Unless it was actually an airlock, then it wouldn't have mattered what kind of IQ I had after that.
Is there anything else that you can think of that might be a gateway out of there that you've encountered?
Gateway.
I don't know. Well, I'll have to look around and talk to the others.
All right. Can you please touch base and let me know what's going on? Because I asked
as long as we
Khaljov
don't walk out of any airlocks.
Oh Jesus. I asked Khaljov to do the same thing, and he has not apparently. So
we tried. We
And you
tried to
weren't able
contact
to?
you. No.
But you can hear me now.
Yeah.
Where could
We couldn't hear you when we were in. We tried to contact you right around the time that we met Jacen, and there was no response.
All right. That is strange. That is
Yeah.
very strange. Okay. Well, if you think you're going out of comm range, please let me know so I know what's going on.
I'll try to remember, but we're still dealing with destroyers here too. So.
Okay. Well, all right. Be safe and touch base, please. Thanks.
Okay.
Zoey, do you have any ideas as to what to do?
No.
along for the ride.
I'm here.
She's just here to start the fire.
Yeah.
Are you still working on trying to fix the ship?
I would assume so, yeah.
Okay. Do you want to roll me another starship repair?
Of course I do.
67.
13.
15151.
I do like the whole pattern to it, but
Yeah, it's a really great roll. But
At least it's progress.
Yeah.
not really, it's the same as my last one.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
I
yeah.
thought it was... Damn.
No. You seem to be getting nowhere fast with the repairs.
The other seat catches on fire now.
No. Chaka is outside the ship, and he yells something at you. And, motions.
Okay, I'll follow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you come with the ship, and he's pointing up in the sky, where it's very distant, but you think you can see a Star Destroyer.
I knew.
Oh,
Mm.
that's fun.
Mhm. All right. Well, that's promising. So I'm gonna contact. Well, I'm gonna contact Khaljov.
Okay, it goes through.
Hi.
Hey.
Where are you back on your ship?
I'm on my ship.
Surprise! Where have you been? You didn't tell me you were going anywhere.
All right, so
No, I don't need the story.
Funny
I already
story.
I actually already talked to Theo.
Then why are you asking me?
Theo's there with you, right? Theo
Did
and
he tell you
Jacen?
that I dove head first through the airlock? I was
Yes.
I was committed
Yes.
because I trusted you.
I'm glad that you're okay. However,
If I would have died, it would have been on your conscience. Thank you.
so he stated that you're still having issues with Star Destroyers.
Yeah, looks like there's only one now though. It's circling around a gas giant currently.
No, the moon of a
moon.
gas giant.
Oh, the moon of a gas giant in front of us. Yes, there's not 10 now.
That's
Maybe
promising.
I took out the other one.
However, I also see a Star Destroyer in the distance, what appears to be a very large ship, but a very far away. And we can contact one
Huh?
another, so there something is going on here where you should be able to get to me.
Wait, so you're not on a. It's very far away from you. Like, are we talking? Do you?
How
So
far away would this gas giant be from
yeah.
us? Like, that's what I'm wondering.
I'm curious. Like, is it like? Can she see like a moon from where she's at right now?
That's no moon. Go on.
She can see a gas giant in the sky.
Okay. Right, but then okay.
Oh, okay. And the Star Destroyer is circling the moon. Gotcha.
Yes. Kaylee, come here. Stop. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
If
I got you.
if you look at your sensors and at the moon, you will see that it is covered in forests.
Okay. Cool. All right.
Almost like it's a forest moon.
Right. So wait, question. You said that we see a Star Destroyer like what we think is a Star Destroyer. If it wasn't close enough, we wouldn't know what it was, right? So like
It might be like on the horizon for you.
Star Destroyers, well, you see it in like the sky or whatever. Star Destroyers are
Right.
massive.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like okay. Just curious.
Okay, so all right, so I'm just I'm gonna go back to the cockpit and let Theo know, like, hey, I think Mira and them might actually be on that what looks like to be a moon.
Okay, that's probably not good that there's a destroyer orbiting it then.
I'm not worried about the destroyer. The best damn pilot in the galaxy.
Is your
Are we still on comms? Are we still because
I'm glad you have faith in your ability.
Did you close the comms before you said that?
No,
Okay.
I didn't.
So you are still on comms.
Hello, Khaljov. I understand that you might have faith in your abilities, but there's a Star Destroyer near a planet or near an area where I'm at, where we are all at. If it destroys us, if it attacks us, we are not gonna do well. So I need you to figure out a way to come here and get us.
Do you guys
I'm
have
on
a
my
ship?
ship.
We have what appears to be a something. It's a ship, but it needs repaired. It's not going well.
Oh, I got an R2 unit that's really good at repairing stuff right now.
Can you figure out a way to get to us? I repeat.
Can you land us on that moon?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we should probably try to pinpoint their location then.
Yeah. Okay.
Should the R2 unit an escape pod to the planet?
I have. There's a problem here, though. When you left through your airlock, you went into a different place. So, how are we meant to believe that this is actually connected?
It's making sense in what
There's
we
only-
see visually now.
Right.
There's only one way to find out.
That... so
Worst case
question.
scenario, we all wind up back at the casino.
Yeah.
And we're all gambling.
Exactly.
Worst case scenario is you end up back in a car's
oh.
compound.
Don't give Eric ideas. Did you see him go? All right. Is there anything weird about this that we can see, like with when we were at our planet?
This whole thing is weird.
Obviously. I'm
there's
trying-
really nothing.
So is
sane
there
about
like the sky is not weird?
Sky doesn't look weird here, no.
Okay, just make it.
So if people on the ship want to try pinpointing the location of the group, roll me a...
Can we convince the R2 unit to do it?
What is the R2's designation, by the way?
Oh my god.
R269.
The R2 unit is ignoring you right now.
Damn it. Oh, is it still repairing the panel?
Yeah.
It's useless.
I think we have to wait till he gets done with his work, and then we can talk to it.
You're just gonna go owe him 500 units again.
Oh, shit.
Okay, guys, can
So,
we focus here? Thanks.
If you're trying to locate them, roll me a search.
A search?
Yeah.
Do I have to?
Well, actually, no, this is with... Actually, no, roll me a technical.
That's
Hey.
worse.
But Joey rolled a 19. Can't we just keep it?
Yeah, he did not. Ooh, I'm not good at technical.
Ooh, big oof.
5. Okay, that's a number.
That is a number.
That's a number. Hardly.
10. That's twice
Better
as
number.
much number.
No, you didn't do the 6. You didn't do the 6.
Well, it helped.
Well,
5.
Can we combine them?
Can we ask the Star Destroyer where they're at?
oh my god. Please don't contact the Star Destroyer. Please do not contact the
Like,
Star
hey, maybe the Star Destroyer knows where they're at. We can just ask them.
Can I just ask the god of wow?
So Khaljov, you managed to locate what seems to be an old crashed ship on the planet or on the moon.
Oh, can I remote start that bitch?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's an old one, not a new one. It doesn't have a
Oh,
remote
sorry.
start. Duh.
It's one of those where you gotta fix the mirror yourself manually.
Yeah. So you bring up like sensors of that area and
Okay.
show them to the others, and Jacen, with that search roll that he made, managed to be like, yeah, I think they're there.
Okay. Can I remain? So can I fly there, but remain on the far side of the moon, or the dark side of the moon, away from the Star Destroyers, like LOS?
Um,
Du- du- du-
you can.
Try.
The Star Destroyer is over the area where they are, but if you like go in like fly down on this side and then kind of fly around, you think you might be able to get by without being noticed.
Okay.
Seems promising.
You want to try that?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
let's
need
try
you
that.
to make me 3 piloting checks in a row.
Never mind. They can just stay there.
I thought you were the best pilot.
right.
Yeah.
What happened to that?
I am, but I got spice on board. I can't be caught right now.
Okay.
Right.
16.
Good start.
17.
Nice.
16.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
I was waiting for that 5 or 6.
Right.
So you going down towards the moon and like you're kind of trying to go as close to the trees as you can, hoping that
Completely low power mode.
yeah, hoping that this will help keep you somewhat hidden or whatever. As you're kind of going around, you're like, maybe I can try like doing even better, and you try to like you check the sensors like and try to go and fly actually in between trees.
Oh my god. You're
We're all
gonna
gonna
ego.
die.
He's getting an ego right now, for sure.
Nothing.
So you're going by. You are hitting some branches, and
R2 can fix that.
like your ship is definitely getting some like scratches and wear and tear, but like tree branches
Building character.
aren't going to do like major damage to your ship.
But that AT Walker is.
And you manage to fly around to their location and pick them up on sensors, and you see there's kind of room for you to land next to the ship.
Okay,
So I'm going to need
do
you
that.
to make one more piloting check for your landing.
Oh god,
Here
don't
comes the
crash
5.
into all of us die.
Comes a 2.
Everyone
It's a
dies.
6.
Kill all the Ewoks too. I swear to God.
It's a rough landing.
Uh,
I've seen worse.
so as you're coming in for a landing, you kind of misjudge the location of one of the trees, and
He lands on top of Chaka.
How dare you.
as you're coming in for a landing, you know how like if you're driving and there's just something that just kind of like scraping along the side of your vehicle.
Oh.
It's like that as you come in for a landing. You're basically just shaving the bark off of the tree, and your ship has
A wonderful scratch mark on it.
wonderful scratch marks, and you think there might be you think there might be some leaks, like air leaks, if you go back into space with it right now.
Ooh.
But you're here.
It wasn't like Ewok's sacred tree either that I just. Right?
You don't know.
Better get that R2 unit on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask R2 unit if it can fix potential any structural integrity issues.
The R2 unit has just finished fixing the panel, and beep boop bop, and then it goes to the side of the ship that with the damage.
It should
Hey,
totally shock
this is
Jose
easy.
for giving him more work to do. It was almost break time, you fuck.
Okay, I'm gonna wait. Oh, hey, Mira. By the way, we landed the ship.
Yeah, I am
Th- th-
very aware.
they noticed.
Very aware.
Well, I know she was like saying if I do anything to let her know, and I kind of didn't
Yeah,
tell her that I was just
thanks.
gonna fly in through the side and.
Hey.
Mira,
gonna-
by the way, we landed.
Can you exit the ship now? Thank you.
How do we know you're real though?
Come out here so I can slap you and show you.
That's a good point. Okay, I'm gonna open the airlock.
Okay.
Oh God, you go through the airlock and then you're back in the casino.
Damn, I didn't think about that.
You open the airlock and it. I mean, there's the airlock. There's also, I guess, the cargo bay also has like ramp.
Oh yeah, we
Opens
just do
up.
the ramp then. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I won't do the airlock. I'll just do the ramp. Let's go to a different place now.
Yeah. No.
We tried the airlock. Let's try the ramp now.
It opens up to the area right outside your ship.
I'm gonna throw a box out there.
You throw a box out there and it kind of like tumbles to a stop.
It lands on
Well,
like
Can
grass
you just
outside.
come
Yeah.
out here? Just get out here. Thank you.
Hey Jason, go walk out there.
I just
We need
walk
somebody
out.
to fly the ship. I need you to walk out
Yeah,
there.
Jason just walks out there.
Hello.
No problem.
Good to see you, Jason.
I-
Where are
I
the
wa-
rest of them?
I wave to everyone.
Hey Theo, you want to walk up next?
Coward. I walk out of the ship.
Yeah, you walk out of the ship, no problem.
Hello,
Oh, okay.
Theo. All right.
Now watch.
It's
I
gonna
walk out the
disappear.
ship.
You walk off the ship and find yourself in Jabba the Hutt stuff. Nah, you walk out.
You're wearing the slave uniform.
I mean,
Nah,
I'm
you
okay
you
with
walk
that.
out
It's
and
not Saturday.
and you
It is Saturday.
you find yourself on the planet surface or the moon surface, just like them. No problems.
Right.
I say, hey guys, when I go and look at the damage to the ship.
All right, so now we are all here. Where is Tulkar and Colin? Does anybody know?
Don't know,
You're
don't
dead.
care.
All right, well, I'm going to contact Colin.
Okay, you contact Colin. He's like, yeah, I'm still here.
Where is still here? Are you still with the Bacta tank?
Yes.
Oh, geez. Jason went through the Bacta tank into a different area, but I don't know how to tell you to retrace his steps.
Oh, I know how. I know how. Ask me.
You're not Jason. I don't trust you.
I mean, still would only bring him as far because, like,
Right.
I went into the back the tank, and that's when I went to the casino.
Yeah, or in the
You
Yeah,
went into the back
that's
of
why I'm
tank, and then we
confused.
walked out the door, and then we went to the turbo lift, and we went through the turbo lift door with the hole in it, went down to the bottom, and then went through that open door, and
All
he
right,
ended up in
can
my
you
ship.
do that?
Okay. I'm trying to jump through into the back to tank now.
All right.
Comms cut out.
Promising. That's what happened with Jason. All right.
You wait a
20
bit.
minutes pass.
Let's see here. Climbing, jumping.
Oh dear. Oh, we're
Oh,
gonna lose an
jeez.
NPC. We're gonna lose an NPC, guys.
You should contact Placar and see if
I wanted
Yeah.
to contact them next,
some kind of steps for Placar to follow.
but
I don't know.
I wasn't able to contact.
Theo can just tell Placar to do everything he did. Go all the way to the other side of the turbo lift, go up the turbo lift, go down the
Well,
turbo
no.
lift.
Realistically, all they would have to do is walk through the elevator and walk back out.
True.
Except we couldn't communicate to anyone.
Right. That's what I'm saying is we couldn't communicate with you when you were that way or when you were there. Hi, dog.
Yeah.
But wait, you're contacting Colin right now. Can't you contact
Right,
Placar
if you-
too?
We
We
just
contacted-
lost comms with Colin.
All right.
You lost comms with Colin.
Yes. The
Did
same
you
way that
try to
Jason-
Have you
Contact.
tried contacting Placar?
Not at the moment. We are. I am going through this methodically. Calm down.
Colin's
Alright.
dead. Just try Plakar.
He's not- Oh.
Give up on Colin,
be
alright?
right back.
Gone.
Leslie's gonna yell at you for that.
Hey, people die all the time.
Oh my god. Alright.
Look at Chaka.
wait,
Chaka squish over there.
He is not. Chaka is right beside me.
That's Chaka's brother.
Right beside you over the ship.
She puts her arm out. He's right here, and she's hitting the side of my ship. You just see two little Ewok legs out from underneath the ship.
This is Wizard of Oz. He's not the Wicked Witch, though. That's mean.
Okay.
Which one is it that doesn't have a brain? Because that's Jose. Scarecrow, right?
Scarecrow, yeah.
Okay.
No, I don't know. You might be the lion. No courage.
So Colin comes off of Khaljov's ship. He's looks clearly wounded.
Oh, no.
So I kind of fell while I was going down the turbo lift shaft.
Well,
I'm somewhat okay.
It's alright, we
Wait.
all fall when we try to walk. It's clear.
I was
Can
climbing.
we heal him?
Oh,
yeah, can we? I have like med packs and stuff.
I have like 5.
Yeah.
If I use all
Oh,
5,
dude.
I might be able to heal
All
him
that
a little bit.
I mean,
What?
each person can only try once per day to heal somebody, I think.
Right. What's
Oh,
the
yeah, wasn't
required
it?
for?
To heal one person, I mean.
Jacen was studying that. His first aid.
What's the requirement to heal him?
From
Medicine.
wounded, 10.
Jeez.
Oh.
We need our best healer. Kilo,
Yeah.
wake up.
Hilo!
Excuse you guys.
Zoey.
Okay, yeah, Mira heals Colin.
I get 1 med pack. Okay. All right. And now I'm gonna try and contact Plakar.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
There is or like the comm activates so like it's like the call went through but you're not hearing anything.
Oh. All right. And where was Plakar when you left?
The casino. I told them to go look around.
Oh. You guys split up. Got it.
Well, I thought I was only going to be gone for a second. I didn't expect to go through frickin' Oz.
The
I'm
best
glad we.
ice trip you'll ever have.
All right. Well, I'm not sure what to do about that. Anybody have any ideas?
Well, I mean, we have a ship. We could try to fly back to the planet.
We
can't you do your sense thing to find Plakar?
If they're near enough.
Possibly. If
If
they're
they're-
yeah.
What was that roll again? It was.
I don't know.
There
I
was
know
a
it
whole
was
bunch
really high.
involved. There was a
Yeah.
whole bunch of shit involved in it.
It was ridiculous. Like you would basically never get it if you didn't know the person.
Right. Hi, dog. What do you want? She wants to go outside.
You only
Think she
know
wants a-
Plakar through
I think
reputation.
they want a cookie.
Ooh, I have no.
Where is the
No, I don't.
force stuff? You could
You-
try
you ain't
sensing
Dr.
for Plakar.
I'd say we combine the power of the senses.
Can't you communicate through the force?
Not at my level, no. I think you have to have all 3 or something.
That's only for death.
can use control plus sense for projective telepathy.
Okay. I've got both of those.
Let's see here. So you roll a control where the difficulty is 5 as modified by proximity.
Kaylee, stop.
In the sense, if the target is friendly, it does not wish to resist, the difficulty is 5 as modified by a relationship.
Okay, so I roll both.
Yeah.
Do I?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're basically siblings.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So 10 and 3.
You want to try your hand at it, Joey?
Okay, I can try.
Yeah, you kind of send out a
What?
telepathic message, but you don't think anyone received it.
Darth Solus is like, I got you. Thanks.
What up?
Probably not much better.
Same thing, yeah.
Damn it. All right, well, that didn't work. Anybody else have ideas?
I mean,
Can I send out a telepathic message?
Leslie and Colin can try as well.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see here.
Fourth users.
Oh, there's my
While they
dice.
try, I'll be right back.
Colin breaks his brain.
Okay, Colin. That was what was that again? Nope. Leslie. Oh wait. Okay. And sense. Do math. Okay. Nope.
No. All right. Anybody else? Any ideas? Anyone?
I already said we have a ship.
All right. I suppose we're getting on the ship, but
We
it's
do have
damaged.
a way back to the casino.
The R2 unit's on that. Sorry, what?
We have a way back to the casino, theoretically.
How is
Do
that?
we want to test that though? Because
I don't know, I'm just saying.
How would we get back to the casino?
The airlock.
Through the ship, right?
The airlock on the ship.
That didn't bring him back to the casino. It brought him into a
Oh,
into
and we
a
tried to
turbo
go
lift
back to the casino
at
and ended up on the ship.
at some facility type thing that shouldn't be a part of the casino. Like
Yeah,
I've never seen it there before.
All right. So that's not a good idea.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to get the ship repaired and then we can try something?
Well, the R2 unit's already repairing it.
Okay.
I don't know how long it'll take it.
Yeah, how long is that gonna take?
Are you gonna go ask the R2 unit?
Sure.
Yeah, let's go ask the R2 unit.
The R2 thing, how long to repair it?
Beep boop bop.
Yeah, okay, that doesn't help me. Is there a way is there a way to type to this R2 unit?
R2, shock me once for every 5 minutes.
For every 5 minutes? It's gonna take a week and you're dead. No, please don't actually do that.
The R2 unit shocks you 3 times.
Oh, wow, okay.
Ah, I feel energized.
So it's gonna take 15 minutes? That it?
I wonder if it would be faster for it to fix that little puddle jumper thing.
You know that Khaljov is not going to agree to that, right? You understand that.
I don't care what he says.
What?
Nothing. We were just talking about how to get back to the casino and find Flakar.
Go through the airlock.
That didn't take you to the casino.
Now it took me to the second turbo lift that Theo was on.
Which
then it
would
took
bring
me-
us to the Empire facility, which would bring us back to your ship.
Yes.
Yeah, I had the same thought.
At this point, I think our only bet is to fly there.
To the casino?
Yes.
Yes.
So once the ship is repaired, we should do that.
How long is it going to take for the ship?
According to this
shots.
R2 shot. three shocks worth, yes.
It might be faster for it to fix the little shuttlecraft type ship.
I can probably fix the other shuttlecraft. Where's it at?
It's literally right beside us.
Okay.
Okay.
I got this. I'm
Okay.
gonna go over there and
Roll me your starship repair.
3. Oh.
15.
Zoey.
Yeah, you think you can get it working again. It'll take at least a few hours, though.
maybe those 3 shocks meant hours.
He asked for a shock for every 5 minutes.
Oh. How many shocks? Just 3, so like 15 minutes?
That's yes.
Oh.
So can we just let him work or let it work?
Yeah.
All
I'm gonna
right.
keep trying to fix the shuttlecraft while they are fixing the hull to the ship. Because I'm stubborn like that. And then Khaljov sinks through the floor. Somewhere else.
Okay.
From again.
So you're working on trying to fix it. About 15 minutes later, you've made only minor headway. When
I spliced one wire.
the R2 unit comes up to the group of you, beep boop bop.
Okay, let's go check out this ship.
All right.
Okay, you go, you look inside the ship. It's, I mean, doesn't look pretty, but like, it's all sealed up. Like, there's, you don't have to
He
worry.
just welded the shit out of it, basically.
Basically, just
A lot
welded
of
it.
duct tape. There's like duct tape everywhere.
Not even good duct tape. It's just like Scotch tape.
But it looks like it'll like, no air will be, escaping through any damage or anything.
All right,
Go
All right.
space.
let's
Uh,
get out of here.
let's attempt to fly out of here now.
Oh God, there's a Star Destroyer. I forgot.
At this point, the Star Destroyer has like, because Star Destroyer was kind of orbiting.
Right.
This point, it's
Be right back.
No longer within sight.
Nowhere within sight. Okay. All right. So he's got mail.
Ooh.
What's that from Amazon?
What'd you get? What is it?
It's from Amazon.
Yeah,
A
no,
blo-
I want to know what it is.
A blow-up doll.
Jesus Christ.
Share with the class.
My power sucker got here.
Close
I just
enough.
knocked something off my desk.
Yeah, it's gonna do that too.
Okay. All right.
It's gonna be a good night, guys.
All right. So we are ready to go. Yes.
Sorry, you were saying the Star Destroyer was.
Not in sight.
Yeah, not in sight anymore. It's because it's gone around.
It's around the
this-
other side of the
yeah.
moon.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, if there's any time to go, it would be now.
Okay.
Let's
So-
go.
Are we gonna? I'm gonna ask Chaka if he wants to stay or go.
Chaka
He
comes
can't
with
leave,
you
he's
on
under
the ship.
Yay!
I Spartan
Boo.
kick him off.
I
Do we-
murdered Khaljov in cold blood.
Should we bring the R2 unit?
Oh yeah,
He's on
Darcy's
the-
coming.
The R2
Yeah.
unit comes aboard as well.
Okay.
It goes to a computer terminal thing
Terminal?
with a port, and text appears on you owe me 2,000 credits.
You wanted your
Brush it
ship
off.
back. You wanted your ship
Yeah.
back. This is what you get. Sorry, Zoe. What'd you say?
You said just push it off, leave it on the planet.
The RT unit's gonna slowly get kicked back a couple times. Oh, it's fine.
Khaljov pretends to pay. He turns it off.
Is there an off switch on this thing? Okay, are we all aboard?
Yes.
Yes.
All aboard!
Yeah, everyone's aboard.
Alright, let's head back to probably the rebel base would be the ideal place to go. Or no, what was that place at again? The casinos?
The casino?
On Salsajev.
Is
Is that how you say it?
Salsajev, yeah. It's Las Vegas backwards.
Well, it's each of the words backwards, but they're
Right,
still in the
right,
same
right.
order. The words themselves.
Okay.
Interesting. I didn't get that the first time around.
Yeah.
Shall we?
Let's go to Vegas.
Okay, who's flying?
Me.
Oh,
Okay.
can we take a vote on that? Can we take a vote? Can she fly us and you land us? That'd be good.
This landing wasn't any better than mine.
That's true.
Okay,
Yeah,
Fair
at least
enough.
her hull
Alright.
stays intact.
All right.
okay, so we're having a democratic vote.
If it wasn't my ship, I would probably let you fly.
All-
But out of
Mhm.
male ego, I'm not letting you fly my ship.
It's okay. When he doesn't pay the R2 unit, it's going to electrocute him to death anyway, so you'll be...
So we'll have a ship. It's
The
great.
RT unit's going to freaking confiscate my ship for payment.
I
Alright.
paid the droid 50 credits to give him a shock anyway.
Okay, roll piloting
com-
for taking off.
Oh God. Don't get us all killed.
Are there
18.
seatbelts?
Okay, yeah.
Are there seatbelts?
Get up into space. No problem. And now you want to make a hyperspace jump.
This is where we explode.
Mhm.
Where do you want to go? To back to Selj.
Salsajev.
Okay.
It's also Jeff, yeah.
Who wants to make the astrogation roll?
Not it.
Not it.
I have 40.
I have 2.
Same.
Yeah, you're definitely it.
So you out of you 2, whatevs.
You can be my navigator.
I only have 2D plus 2 on it, so...
I only have
Same.
2.
What would happen if we both
Great.
rolled on that?
Can we have him roll too? Just
Probably still better than I would.
I mean, we weren't yet ready. We will ignore that roll because we weren't ready because we need to figure out before we make the jump.
Same thing happened last time.
Yeah.
I did the same thing last time. And I rolled really
True.
poorly last time too, and then got to re-roll. It was pretty tight.
This is where it gets worse.
Oh wait, that's something. What is? Oh, there we go. Stocklight freighter. Oh, that has a hyperdrive multiplier of ×2. That's good to know, actually. Oh wait, that's
I'm still waiting for it was all a
Can
dream.
can,
part.
can I have like theoretically souped up my my freighter?
God.
No. That'll cost you credits.
Can
Yeah,
I
you
have like a
already owe people.
can I have a Death Star
Good.
beam on my ship just so I can use it?
Okay, so considering you don't really know where you are,
Fair.
I'm
guessing that
Technically, since
Chaka doesn't have any
since
idea.
since the ship was originally going to
Corellia.
Corellia.
Corellia, and there was say what 3 days left on the trip, wouldn't I have like a general idea of where we were at?
Hyperspace works weird.
Yeah.
So you do have some idea, but like you're pretty much having to figure out your own route, not like a route that already exists. So
Okay.
the standard duration is going to be about 40 days. And then
So no stream next week, basically. No stream for the rest of the
2.5
month.
months later.
and because your ship's hyperdrive multiplier is ×2, that 40 days becomes 80 days.
3 months later.
Jeez.
So, is there somewhere else we could go that would be less terrible?
I want everyone to make me a knowledge technology roll.
Okay.
Right.
Oh dear, I lost track of what's going on here. Okay, so
All right.
Okay, so everyone that rolled at least 5
everyone except
knows that astromech droids are often preloaded with astrogation data.
We
So
all
is
start-
that what that droid is? The R2 thing?
R2 units
I'm over
are
here
an
like,
astromech
where the-
droid.
Where the
Alright.
hell are we at? Okay, so if we go,
Let's get this droid up here. It's the only one who knows what the hell it's doing, apparently.
you know how much money I owed that droid?
Well, you're about to owe a lot more.
Would we like to get somewhere safely within a relatively okay amount of time? Yes. So let's get this droid up here.
Okay,
Look, worst
How
case
far away-
scenario, we damage the airlock, send it out there to fix it, and then blow the door.
Oh God.
Okay? It'll be fine.
so
Or we
uh,
could just have it help us.
Well, I meant after it helps us.
God.
so the droid interfaces with the computer and is like, I have 3 pre-programmed jumps. One is between Melkar and Corellia. That was the
one who.
the ship was going on.
Yeah.
Right.
One is between is from the Imperial capital to Melkar. And
From
one
Imperial capital.
Hmm? and the third is from here to an unknown destination.
That's yeah.
It is a 5-day journey.
Yes. Anybody else? Anybody else?
I will consult with my navigator. What do you think?
Sure.
All right. Let's hit it.
Okay.
All right.
You
This is
load Oh.
not going to end well.
up the astrogation data. 3 days. 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 jump into
Does everybody have a weapon?
hyperspace.
Yes.
And suddenly there is a blinding light.
Not again.
Son of a bitch!
And this is where we're going to call the stream for today.
Why you do us like this?
Not my ship. I just got it back.
I knew there was something weird.
Yeah. Next week's stream is going to be at 7 p.m. So about 25 minutes ago from now is when it will be starting next week, Saturday, because unfortunately I have to work in the afternoon. And then I'm doing the 24-hour marathon starting on Sunday, so that's going to be a really interesting weekend.
Oh dear.
But yeah, will all of y'all be able to return for next week, or are any of you unable to return?
I believe so.
Next Saturday.
The biggest question is probably still me, but that should not be your problem. I mean, it's only gonna be 2 a.m. when we start, anyways.
Perfect.
You still got like another 12 hours after that if you're still
Jesus.
awake.
Yeah, I should be.
More like 5 or
okay.
6.
Okay, so everyone's going to
At
be
best.
here. Then excellent. For now, we're going to go find somebody to raid. What am I doing? Let's move that over there and that over there so that I can go look at stuff without actually causing the video to freeze. So yeah, and I will be streaming tomorrow starting at 8 a.m. 12-hour marathon, Zelda games, starting with original Legend of Zelda, continuing like from my playthrough from last week. It might be that it might end up being the entire 12 hours. If not, I'll be moving on to some Link to the Past. We'll see how it goes. Then on Monday, assuming I'm not too tired from the marathon, I'll be doing more Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga at 1 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Possibly beating the game finally. We'll see how it goes. Okay, wait, I'm frozen on the stream.
But nobody,
Yeah, but it's
else.
a good frame to be frozen on.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't be sitting like this.
You're not like you're not like yawning or anything.
Why?
Yeah, and your eyes aren't half closed, so those are the best frozen frames when your eyes are half closed.
Okay, am I frozen in Discord for y'all as well?
No.
Nope.
No.
Nope, you're good.
Because I'm frozen now. I have like Discord up and I'm frozen on there.
That's so weird.
Yeah, no, not for us.
Yeah.
Huh, weird.
Good here.
Let's all pitch in, get Eric a new computer.
That is very weird. Okay, anyway, then unfortunately after Monday, the next stream won't be until next Saturday. Unfortunately, I'm working 5 days this week, Tuesday through Saturday, and Saturdays are the only days I currently, do streams, even if I'm working.
And we appreciate that.
Yeah,
We
Yes.
do.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Any of y'all want to share any of your stuff while I'm looking for somebody for us to raid? Can do so.
Tomorrow I'm doing scary game stream at 2 p.m.
I'm excited.
Not Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. I stream at 6 p.m. on the weekdays and 2 p.m. on the week.
Sharp?
No.
No, flat.
Sharp.
Flat.
I know last week I said I was going to get some streams in and I didn't, but this coming week I actually am for sure. But it'll be in an evening time slot, probably around 7 p.m. for this week. And I don't know what it's going to be after that. There's a lot of stuff still up in the air, but I have some new Twitch Sing stuff up. If anyone wants to go and close some duets, they can, and we'll check that out live on stream. And I don't know, we'll get into some
Are
more
we
stuff.
doing a thing on Friday?
Oh yeah, we are gonna do a thing on Friday.
We might do a thing on Friday.
Yeah, so
Giggity.
Den and I are planning to do a thing on Friday, possibly Cards Against Humanity.
Possibly.
There's also a possible maybe going to be a Neaters appearance.
Zella won't be there because he does.
Nothing's fully confirmed yet, but she said she was really interested, so she's gonna try.
Yay!
And yeah, if anyone else wants to join up, they can either get at Den or myself, and yeah, it's gonna be a good time.
Okay.
Everyone else is just silent. All right, cool.
Those are the most productive people in the group.
I'm
Hi,
just throwing
Gandalf.
this at people.
Fat cat.
They gotta
That
catch.
cat
Oh, you
wants you
can't
to
even
feed
see
him.
him.
You got a fat mic in the way.
Shut up. He's like, why are you looking at me?
We are going to raid one of my plant army teammates, Wade Lady. We've raided her a couple of times. She's currently playing Breath of the Wild.
Nice.
Good game. Even better with mods.
So let me just grab that. And
We should make Eric try to like 100% Elder Scrolls.
Good luck on that.
I mean,
Alright,
first you need to get me to start playing the games.
I'm at a cross right now between playing
I mean, really,
WoW again and Skyrim.
really what you need to do is just get me a copy of the first Elder Scrolls and something I can play it on, because I don't... Is it on Mac? Probably not.
You could play Elder Scrolls Morrowind on original Xbox.
Ugh.
I might... I have one or two of the
Bailey's
games, but I always like to start series from the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's always wine too. You could probably run that through wine.
Oh, I was like, wine? Who's drinking wine?
No, it's kind of like a Windows emulator, but it's like a back end type thing where it tricks games into think they're running on Windows.
Anyway, we're gonna go on the raid. Thanks everyone for coming out, and I'll see you all later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, my